Duval County, 904 in this bitch, huh? Put your hands up. Yeah, you feel that bass? Turn it up. It's that dirty South punk rock. Dirty South. Dirty South, yeah. Blow it up. Where you from, nigga? Where you from? Duval. You can get caught in the club. Blow with your hood, throw it up in the club. Hey. Or you can get stomped in the club for a dub that I start. Shorty, we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Oh, we give you 50 deep. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Fuck that, fuck that. DJ Dirty Ski. When I reach for the herb, nigga, what's the word? Bitch, what's the word? Nigga better recognize real G's down the ride. Dirty South, I'ma rep it till I die. And I ain't even gotta tell her what my name is. I just walk right in like I'm famous. Get out the way, bitch. I'm heading straight to the VIP where I'ma drink everything for free. Damn right. You can get caught in the club. Blow with your hood, throw it up in the club. Hey. Or you can get stomped in the club for a dub that I start. Shorty, we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Oh, we baby 50 deep. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat, bread. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat. Y'all motherfuckers don't want no problems, nigga. Whole wheat bread, bitch, Southside Duval County. It's that dirty South punk rock shit. Y'all gonna have to try extra hard to get up in this punk shit now, nigga. Y'all niggas don't want no problems, nigga. Shut up. Back the fuck up. To the Altered Perspective. It's been over a month since Pimpmunk has been here. Welcome back, Pimpmunk.
Hello, gentlemen.
Shit, Pimpmunk's entire accent has changed in 1 month.
In 1 month, I have changed everything. We've got a lesbian over here.
A lesbian? Yeah, we have
motherfucker.
Yeah, we have Imperium here. He said lesbian before we started the show.
Yeah. I shaved everything off and then I saw myself in the mirror and I forgot how round my face is and then I realized, oh shit, I look like a lesbian.
I do that too, though. I do that too.
Yeah.
When I shave my fake jawline off. Fuck, I need that. Oh, guys, I have the funniest story ever. So, PAX happened here a few weeks ago. And, you know, that's the huge gaming convention in Seattle. Well, Jeff Holiday and Billy the Fridge decided to, like, ditch me, okay? They were like, hey, we'll be right back in like an hour. Like, I'm like, what? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you leaving me here? They're like, oh, we'll be right back in like an hour. And I go, okay. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Fuck you guys. So they crossed the street to catch an Uber to go back to wherever they were. And I start screaming across the street at them. And I'll show you what happens. I ended up getting them kicked out of the Uber by the stuff I was yelling. Yeah. Here I am. Listen to what I say here. This is great. This is alt-right creator of Kekistan, Jeff Holiday, a member of the alt-right.
Disgusting individual. He's right. He's hiding now. We all see him now. What a disgusting piece of shit. We are Pakistan. Is that what you stand for, Jeff Holiday?
Jeff Docks today.
Doc Holiday.
Yep, and then they all had to get out.
Hold on, who's this giant man coming out of the back of his car? What is this? No.
Oh, is it Billy the Man?
You just got us kicked out.
You're a good friend.
Yeah.
Well, they should have done that, man. They fucking ditched your butt.
Doc's Holiday, creator of Kekistan. He's like, you just got us kicked out of the Uber.
Wait, but that...
Did we really?
Oh my god.
Hang on, though. That Uber driver, was that Yoda?
Is that really what just happened?
Yeah, so that's what happened. Live trolling is great.
Yeah.
Now, anytime I'm in public with Jeff Holiday, I'm just going to yell at him, "This is Jeff Holiday, the alt-right creator of Kekistan!"
Damn. It's kind of shitty that Uber driver kicked him out, though, to be honest with you.
Dude, I was laughing all night about that. I was like crying. I was laughing so hard. That shit was priceless.
You know, that's a great idea, though. Someone should pioneer going around streaming themselves, trolling people in real life. No one's done that before. I think that would be a good thing to do.
Tom Green was kind of the innovator of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
Welcome
yeah, he
back,
doesn't do
Pinky.
that quite so much.
Oh,
Well-
how I have missed you, baby. I want you to 69 me, ramming all 3 of your balls in my mouth, while you chomp down and pop my 2 little balls like grapes because I'm a sick masochist. Just thinking about you makes my pecker grow to a fool.
Egghead. That was Egghead that left that message.
Was that the real egghead?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
If it says
That was
Egghead Show, that was definitely the real Egghead, I think.
Wow.
So,
Yep.
He's a
so
sick
Pimpmunk,
motherfucker.
what if I met a goal and then you and me, you don't have to be on the whole time. I'm going to do a really long stream, but we can do Trap Ben and Pimpisha together.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do.
The
I gotta
trap.
get another wig because I sent my wig off.
Yeah. The Trap Ben and Pimpisha stream together.
Yeah, when I did that pimp box thing, the Pimpisha wig was a part of it. So I have to get another wig, but yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Damn. That's gonna
No,
be
I'll do it. I'll
hot.
get another wig. Wig's cheap.
Yeah. It's hot stuff. I say go
Yeah,
for it.
Lesbian. We're a couple of lesbians.
Yeah, I have a goal up above. It's a 34-day goal. So I think we can make it over 34 days. If I reach the goal, I'll do a 12-hour stream and we'll get Pimpisha on there too. But I'll be Trap Ben stream live 12 hours from here. And I'll look horribly fat. I'll look like a big fat drag queen. But it'll be cool. We can do that. Lesbian.
I remember what you looked like last time. that
Yes.
filter didn't fool me.
Yeah. So that's
You didn't
what'll
want to
happen.
leave the studio because you were afraid of people seeing you in that
Yeah.
dress.
Yeah.
I don't
I
give
still
a
have the
fuck,
dress. I wore it. I actually wore it on a DP private show. The one where me and Sophane did Spin Till You Spew. I actually wore it. But I wore like sunglasses and stuff too. Yeah. I guess
The
we'll watch
startup
this.
since I
Oh,
didn't donate last
what the
GP.
fuck?
Love you guys.
Okay, yeah, PT Ham. I'll tell you what. that's fuck. That's a good start, and I think that we're already almost 20% of the way there on the first episode. Yep. Now, I only do episodes on this channel once a week, so that means we have about, counting this one, we have about 5 more streams to reach this goal. So, yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get my Patreon back up, too. I don't know what people want from the Patreon, but I'll figure something out. I'll do something ridiculous. So,
okay. Sorry, it's just, you might be wondering why I'm here. Me, the biggest alpha male of the group.
Yes.
The most charismatic person here. Now, I'm here because I'm a $50, well, USD, I should be very specific, $50 patron.
Yes.
If you want to come on the show, be a $50 patron for Ben.
Or below me.
Yes, that would work too.
That works too. Yeah, here's my Patreon. There's a link in the description. It's patreon.com/benpai. You can go there, become a patron, do fun stuff. I'm going to do a private show this month too. It's going to be great. Fun and laughs. I'm trying to get this back up to $1,000. I'm going to start... there's some things I want to change around to get that back up and running the way it was before. Feel free to send me any suggestions. Man, yes. I'll tell you also, we got a good healthy amount of people watching right now. Everyone who's watching that loves me, loves Pimpmunk, loves Danny,
Nobody loves him.
Like the stream.
Good one.
All you have to do is like just one of us.
Well, more people like me than they do any of you, so.
And if you don't like me, become a $50 patron. Come on the show and show me that you can be a better guest than me.
Okay.
Yes,
hey, fair enough.
A better guest.
Here's your challenge.
Yeah. Fuck.
You speak English, motherfucker.
So,
Fuck you.
Pimpmunk, did you guys get shitty weather because of the hurricane?
Not really.
No? That's good.
No, I'm in northeast Mississippi, so it kind of went like different direction from me. So we got some weather, but we had like a fucking when I was at the hospital, we had a heat wave, dude. The heat index was like 115, 120, and shit like that. It was hot as fuck.
Yeah, this time of year here, it's started like the rainy season is starting to pick up. So we've actually been getting rain because, as you know, it's pretty dry here during the summer. But it's like it's starting to rain now, and it gets hot and humid. Well, like humid for here at night, like around 5 or 6 p.m. So right now is like the hottest time of day. It's pretty fucked up. But man, yeah, and down in this room with all this equipment and shit in here, it's crazy. I can't but I'm really not looking forward to the rainy season here where it's like it'll rain like 4 to 5 days a week and you can't really do shit or else you'll get rained on. People just get used to bringing umbrellas with them everywhere they go. But you know what? We had a thunderstorm here yesterday, which is kind of rare. Thunderstorms here are very rare. So I was kind of surprised.
Because it's always wet.
Yeah, well, like in Ohio, we would get thunderstorms Ohio gets pretty humid during the summertime, so it's pretty warm and humid and lots of thunderstorms, like,
especially in the evenings, right?
Yeah, like once a month at least, you'd get a thunderstorm.
When it starts cooling down in the day, the air masses clash, and then you get thunderstorms in the evenings. That's what usually happens.
Yeah, and we just don't really get them here in this area very often, like once a year maybe. So
well, see, our tornado season is coming up in November. See, a lot of people think tornado season, they think March, right? Well, that's in Oklahoma and stuff like that. Tornado season down here is actually in November.
Huh. Interesting.
And, and we get some hellacious tornadoes around here, so I may do a Dorothy and blow my ass away in November, so.
Blow your ass away.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of thunderstorms. I don't like loud noises at all. So during a thunderstorm, I just sit here and get progressively angrier and angrier.
I like them.
You don't want to be around me on Guy Fawkes, trust me. I actually had I had a bit of a feud with a customer at work because of loud noises, but we got over it pretty quickly.
Wow, yeah, like I'm fine with it. My dogs freak out. My one dog that's really old, she's just like pissed all over the floor because she was scared of the thunder. It's pretty terrible.
I used to have a dog that's really bad. Before we move on, I do want to give a special thanks and shout out to everybody who sent me messages and, just support, money or whatever, man. I want to thank everybody because this has been one of the hardest times for me in a long time.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's been fucking rough, and we're still going through it. It's not even over yet, so we're still going through it. But I do want to thank everybody who sent out support and shit like that. Me and my mom and my dad appreciate it very much.
Did you get to watch any college football so far this year?
No, dude, I've been so fucking busy with my dad. I haven't watched anything, and I'm sad about that too because Ole Miss sucks this year, which I'm kind of glad that I haven't watched them get beat every fucking time they play.
So the Wolverines, their helmet almost looks like it has a dick on it.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen your tweet the other day.
Yeah, did you see that? What the fuck?
Yeah. It looks like a balls and cock. It really does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm hopeful every year, but it sucks when your team has to go undefeated all year to make it to the championship.
Yeah, everybody thought this playoff system was going to be better, and it come out to be worse to me.
I think they just need to double it. It needs to be the top 8. Then they'll give
it
at
needs
least
to be the top 4 from every conference.
Oh my God, that's going to take forever. That'll take forever.
Well, so what? Dwindle it down from the top 4 teams, or at least top 2 teams from every conference.
No, I say just top 8 in the league.
Yeah, but you still have to. They still pick whoever the fuck they want, basically. Because look, honestly, we all know that there's two teams that's probably going to be in there every fucking year. It should be picked every year. It's Alabama
and Clemson.
Whatchamacallit?
Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson. Alabama, Clemson should always be there, but they're not, and it sucks.
Yeah,
they're the best 2 teams in the fucking system. Bottom line.
Yep. Yeah, I say switch it to top 8. Give some of or top 10 even. I wouldn't say go down any further than that. I mean, the football season would last like all year.
Well, yeah. What do you think about XFL's coming soon?
Yeah, we're getting a team here in Seattle. I don't know what to think of it. I know the games will be cheaper.
I wouldn't have done that. I would only put teams in cities that didn't have them.
I said the exact same shit, but every XFL team is in a city where they already have an NFL team.
That's stupid. That's stupid in my opinion. Put them where cities don't have, like Vegas. Put one in fucking Vegas.
Yeah, I don't get it. Well, Vegas is going to have an NFL team eventually here, too. Yeah, they are.
Well, but don't they have an expansion team coming? Like next
they're going to get the Raiders. They're going to get the Raiders.
Yeah. Okay, is that what they're doing?
Yeah. But I don't get it. I get it in some ways because they get to play in the NFL stadium because the season isn't during the same time. So it's like during the off season. So they get the stadiums, but these big NFL stadiums are going to look too big. They should go to cities that don't have NFL stadiums and use like a medium-sized college football stadium instead.
Exactly. Go to places like fucking shit. Who
not a big one. Not
Columbus. Go to Columbus, Ohio.
But that stadium's way bigger than even like your average NFL stadium.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of places, that you can.
Yeah.
Kansas City. Well, Kansas City has one. So there's a lot of places that they could go, but we'll see how it works. I think it's going to be more successful than the first go around. I will say that.
We'll see. I just think, there's more choices now. TV works differently now. So if people are really interested in it, they can watch it, whenever. I don't know. And by the way,
go ahead.
The capacity of Ohio State's horseshoe is huge. 102,000.
Yeah, it's big camp.
Yeah, the record attendance, 110,000 when they played Michigan in 2016. Yeah. That's crazy how many people they fit in that stadium.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A lot of people. But I think one of Vince's biggest mistakes the last time was go around is the announcers he used. He used fucking WWE commentators.
Yep.
And that shit didn't go over with football fans. I mean, football fans know that the guy don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, they can see it and hear it. Jerry Lawler, I love him to death. Everybody knows he's one of my favorite guys, but he shouldn't be commentating football.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that. I'm skeptical, but I'll watch like the first game just to see what happens. I don't think they're gonna do all the dumb shit with like the cheerleaders in the locker room and all that shit. Someone in the chat just mentioned AEW versus.
I was about to bring
NXT.
that up.
You know what? NXT's coming here next month to tape a show, so I think that's going to be the show that goes head to head with AEW. Doesn't AEW start next month?
Yes, it starts October something, but I don't know what day. But I think AEW is about to blow the fuck up. That's what I think.
You know, the referee that refereed the championship match with Chris Jericho, she's the local referee for our local indie wrestling company here.
And I'm about to say something. A lot of people will disagree with me. I think they made a mistake by making Jericho the first champion. I think they should have made Adam Page the first champion.
I don't disagree. I was going to say I disagree. I think he's a good.
I said a lot of people would. He's the biggest star. But
that's what I'm saying. A lot of people they got to give that belt
on TV.
They got to give that belt some value. Like,
but here's the thing. Okay, I understand what you're saying, and I agree. But this is what I thought. Okay. He's already the champion now. When TV starts, he's already the champion. Him winning the title on TV would be much, much, much fucking bigger.
They're going to have whoever the next baby face is that they're going to push win the title on TV, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be Cody, but I guess we'll see.
Probably Omega.
We'll see.
He's the best worker there. But now Moxley, it may go with Moxley.
I think Moxley's New Japan champion right now, I think. Pretty sure Moxley is the champion of New Japan right now.
Yeah. But no, I agree with everybody that he gives it prestige and all that. I do. I 100% give it. But I just think it would be like a bigger deal if he won it on TNT.
I can't believe they're back on TNT. That's so huge. We'll see what happens.
A lot of younger folks don't really understand what that means. I've talked to young people. They really okay. Well, so what? It's on TNT. Like, dude, do you know the history of that? It's fucking big, man. I think I'm really excited about this. I hope that I know Jim Cornette hates it, but fuck Jim Cornette.
I love Jim Cornette, but yeah, I mean, he needs to. He just sounds like an old man at this point.
He does. He sounds like an old grumpy ass man. He sure does.
I do hate the dick spot where like the guy wrestles with the dick and like that kind of shit. I think it's dumb. The hugging and all that.
And the grenade thing that
that kind of shit. Wrestling a blow up doll.
Yeah, I agree. That's dumb. But it's a different generation. Jim Cornette's got to get over it. It's not the same fucking. It's different. Everything changes, and it's just different people trying different things. They're being autistic, or whatever in their own way. And I mean, maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it does. I think we'll wait and see. But I think AEW is going to be big as shit. Is what I think.
Did you know, shifting gears a little bit here, did you know that Chris Chan followed me on Twitter?
No, I didn't, but I did. I was busy at the hospital stuff. I did see you and what's his name go at it a little bit on Twitter. Jared Genesis.
Oh, dude, did you see that whole thing? I mean, do you know what he was saying? Do you know everything he was saying?
I heard, okay, like I said, I was completely off the grid, but I heard a little bit like something about a minor or some shit like that.
He basically made videos saying love is love, man. You know, if you're 40 and someone's 8, I mean, if you have a spiritual connection to them, you know, it's that's great. If you can catch them when they're young like that, before they've been corrupted by the world, man, that's like
that's what
awesome.
they do in New Zealand.
What?
So he was saying that, and we were covering that, and then Billy talked to Keemstar about it, and then Keemstar like retweeted the clip of him saying that shit everywhere. And I think the guy should be investigated. He should at least be kicked off of YouTube. He shouldn't be allowed to have a Discord account. He shouldn't be allowed to do any of this shit, because I know some people that told him that they were like 14, 15 years old. They weren't really, but they told him they were, and he sent them unsolicited dick pics too. So on Twitter, I said what his real first and last name are, which is he's already revealed this stuff on his own in his streams. And I don't care if people should know who he is. He's dangerous. So I would make sure he got
with children.
Yeah. I mean, he might not. I mean, he at the very least he fucks with people he believes are a certain age. So.
And let me make this clear. I don't think somebody's name is actually doxing, by the way.
Yeah, well, I was accused of being a doxer by people.
Well, I don't think saying somebody's name is doxing. If you give their home address, their fucking phone number, shit like that, that's doxing.
So
it's easy to find someone's fucking name.
I agree 100%. And there was a bunch of people who I will not name right now that were talking shit behind my back and saying that I doxed Jared Genesis when I didn't. He already shared his own name himself, and as Pimpmunk said, there's a lot of people that don't believe that is in fact doxing. So shortly after Keemstar picked up the whole thing, and all the like thousands of people started like following what Jared was doing, eventually someone sent the cops to Jared's house. As like my understanding of the story was it was a SWAT attempt. Like they sent the cops to his house. Yeah, and that's dumb as fuck. And there's other people that live at that house. We don't want to put anybody in danger, especially innocent people. The cops should come and look at Jared's computer and see what he's up to on there. They should get a warrant to do that, because that's But yeah, I had people being like, "Oh no, not Jared, poor Jared." I mean, not literally. They were saying that, but they were accusing me of doxing, and they were calling my Discord a doxing server too, which is ridiculous.
That shit gets out of hand fast.
Yeah, I knew his name before this whole thing went down, so I mean, it's like
he made a video a long time ago about his last name and how it has the word cock at the end of it. And it's already out there. Like he has willingly put it out there. Yeah. And he's dude, he's so fucked up. Let me see if I can give me 1 second. I'll play for you what he said so you can hear it.
Yeah. I played my dad that footage of him talking about that
8-year-olds
spiritual connection thing.
Yeah. Yep. What the fuck?
Dad got a good kick out of it.
Let's see. Be entertaining, Pimpmunk, while I look this up.
Penis, vagina.
Oh, you know what else happened? Pro Jared vindicated himself and showed that all the accusations against him were bullshit. And I knew that was going to happen. Like, I never for once bought into that retarded ass narrative. It was just people trying to ruin his reputation. He may have done some risky behavior, but he didn't do anything illegal.
If I'm amazing, PT, you need to tip my ass too, motherfucker.
So we have a good Jared and a bad Jared.
Oh, we got a lot of bad people. Did you see that shit that Blair White did on Nissan?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched that
fuck,
one
dude.
yet.
I try to not talk about Onision when Billy's around because Billy will defend Onision and then it makes
He
me
can't
look
defend
bad.
that shit.
Well, it sucks because like it just by us. So like our opinions affect one another by us. It's so dumb because we're on the same show. If one of us says shit that pisses the people off, then it like reflects poorly on both of us, no matter what, even on things we disagree on. It is stupid. It happens all the
Guilt
time.
by association shit is dumb as fuck.
Oh God, you tell me about it. You know what? I
I've
have
been
people that
affected
give
by
me shit.
that other people- yeah.
I have people that give me shit for having Onision on the show, and it's like, since when was being on the show an endorsement? We've had plenty of people on the show that I would not personally endorse.
Look at the shit Joe Rogan goes through because, you know, he likes to have open discussions with different types of people. And if he has like an alt-right person, well, he's automatically alt-right. Well, that's not true. It's this, you know, we're supposed to be open-minded and free discussion and discourse. But when people say they want discourse, but as soon as you have discourse with someone they disagree with, you're a bad person.
Yeah, I mean, you've had this creature on the show before multiple times, and would you consider that endorsement of him?
No.
Yes.
Exactly. So I don't know what they're on about.
It's just stupid to, you know. But anyways, fucking Nissan. Blair White's video is pretty good. You should watch it if you haven't seen it. She interviews the person that he had living with him since she was like 14 years old, groomed her till she was 18, and then fucked her 2 days after she turned 18.
Well, at least he waited 2 days, right?
Yeah, exactly. People say that shit. But, I mean, this is a fucked up story. I mean, there's way more to it than... Well, see, somebody says Blair White, no thanks. Well, so Blair White can never make a good point just because you don't like her. That's bullshit, too. I mean, honestly, there's people out there that I don't
People
like
are so blinded by their
Keemstar.
biases. I see it all day. It's like you're not smart just because you're tricked by who you like better. You know, who you like better isn't always right. What you like better isn't always right. That's just a fact.
Yeah. Now, I wasn't saying you said that. I was saying it seemed like that's what you were saying by saying the way you did it. Anyways, yeah, we need to get over our biases and just try to, like, fucking learn and live and suck my balls.
Suck my balls. I am
and
going
tip
to...
me, because I'm still going through a whole lot of shit. I'm broke as hell. Give me some money. Give Ben some money, too.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I've got this. Here, check this out.
I don't care about age. I date anybody. It doesn't matter. I don't follow society's rules. And, you know, people think ill of me for that, but it doesn't matter to me. I never cared about what people think of me. You know? That's why Chris calls me a pedo and all these funny names. You know, even though he's...
Pedo is not a funny name, by the way.
I don't think there's a word that can describe his level of sickness, but... if you feel you have chemistry towards someone, you know, like you connect in a spiritual way, then go for it. Whether they're, you know, 14, 48, 99, whatever, doesn't matter.
I love how he's going for this movie moment, trying to, you know, have it come across as heartfelt, and then, but it's just so undermined by the fact that it's him.
Yeah.
Sure, 12 is cool with me.
12 is cool with him.
That's great, man. See, the funny thing about adolescents is they never...
Did he say 12 is cool with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yep. Wait, listen to what he says.
99, whatever, doesn't matter, dude. Sure, 12 is cool with me. That's great, man. See, the funny thing about adolescents is they never sold their soul yet. And so they still have purity in them. And if you can get one young like that, then that's freaking great.
No! Oh, he needs to be investigated now.
That's what I was saying.
No, you don't say shit like that. Fuck, purity? When you're talking about, oh no. I want this dude to be hit by a Mack truck really hard. Because this is...
You're taking this as hard as John Page did.
Yeah, it's crazy because
Dude,
this happened a while ago. This happened
I
like
had a grown man tear my asshole apart. This dude's a fucking asshole. I'm telling you.
this happened like a
bad
month
business.
ago, pimp. Like all this shit, like shit hit the fan because of this.
I know, but see, I was off the grid.
I
See,
know.
I was worried about
Yeah.
other shit.
Listen to what else he says.
Most of the time though, their parents probably wouldn't be cool with that, and that's understandable. But the funny thing is, a lot of parents are so stupid, and they insult their own children, saying, well, my kid can't date someone younger because their brain hasn't developed. Because basically, it's like saying they're stupid. My kid's stupid.
No, their brain hasn't developed. That's true.
I see Spirit Flame in the chat right there in his chat.
Oh, dude, I know this is not new to everybody else, but it's new to me, and so I'm really upset right now because this is fucked up.
Dating someone older because they're just going to make stupid choices because they're dumb. I mean, what kind of piece of crap parent says that? Hell yes, I
No,
would, dude.
that
I
is
would
a
date-
real parent. That is someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about. Ben, you were a kid once. Do you make better decisions than you do now than you did when you were 15?
No.
Well, you're a drug addict. Anyways.
What are you talking about, Chris?
An 11-year-old, 9-year-old, doesn't matter. I look in the spiritual aspect of it. If I spiritually connect to someone, it doesn't matter, dude. 99, 8.
Oh, goddamn, I hate this dude.
He said 99, 8.
1,000 years old, it doesn't matter. And if you think ill of me for that, that's on you. I really don't give a shit. So cheers guys for being here. Still got 46 in the chat.
I agree with the dude said a jail cell is just a number 2. Yeah, this dude, you just don't say stuff like this. And look, okay, I know I've said bad shit, right? But people know I was joking. I've made jokes.
This guy's not joking.
I have made weird, disgusting, sickening jokes. I'll be the first one to tell you. I've even made pedophile jokes and stuff. But this guy's not joking.
He's gonna be quite the prison bitch.
Oh, and I got something I want to bitch about here in a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you guys watched the new Dave Chappelle stand-up?
Yes.
No,
fucking great.
I've heard things.
Really good. Everybody's pissed off about it because he don't give a fuck. He goes out there and he's like, he literally says, I got a Me Too hangover.
Yeah.
And he goes at it.
And I think that's great.
Pissed. I do too. I think it's fucking wonderful.
I love the Macaulay Culkin joke. See, that's the right way to make a pedophilia joke.
If it was any kid, I'd fucking be Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. And look here, see the thing about it is, he made fun of white people like a motherfucker on there. The heroin white joke, I fucking love that shit.
It's true. We are like
it's true.
Awesome.
It's true.
So I have to play for you Jared's newest video really quick because he says some interesting stuff in it. Here it is.
How's it going, y'all? It's Jared Genesis. Got another serious video today. And it's funny, this one actually goes out to my haters, but it's a positive video. This is not a negative video. So basically it's this. I could tell a lot of my haters recently are basically women who are victims of sexual abuse.
Okay, do you hear that so far? What he said?
You think?
A lot of his haters.
As well as simps who defend them, but we're not really talking about them today. Really pretty young ladies too. It's
now he's gonna comment on their looks. Yeah, you know what? Why these sex abuse victims? They're so attractive. Wow.
Have you ever seen someone who is completely oblivious to what really is really going on? I think he's oblivious.
He's one of the dumbest motherfuckers on earth, easily.
Yeah, I think you're right. He has no self-awareness. He don't understand what's You can't sit there and make. Okay, look, you make it. Okay, you gotta expect fucking women who or anybody who's been sexually assaulted to get pissed off. I do. When I make jokes, I expect it. But then you say they're pretty. You're not
Yeah.
even making jokes. You're fucking making serious comments. You're an idiot. This dude's an idiot.
Yeah.
Kind of sad seeing that
Okay.
on my channel, you know.
Let me tell you something though. Spirit Flame. Sorry to bring you up. I shouldn't have brought you up my name, but
I'd
sorry,
have
too late
sex
now.
with her too,
Too late
bro.
now. But anyway, so she pretended to be friendly with this guy. He fell for it initially, and then ended up banning her or kicking her out. So she comes back under a new account.
Yeah,
different
using
name, different
using
photo, but same
a different
girl,
photo, same
obviously.
person. Yeah.
And he fell for it.
Yeah. He thought it was a totally different person. He was like, "Hey, Chelsea, yeah, you're way hotter than that Spirit Flame bitch that was in here earlier," and it was the same person. And then another woman from my server talked to him, and he's like, "You look like you might be 14 or something. You want to see a dick pic?" No. He asked her how old she was. She said 15, and then he just like randomly sent her a dick pic. So
women who look like
Absolutely.
they have such great potential and could do so much for themselves in the world, but instead they're just hating. And it really is quite an interesting thing. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. But you got to see, guys, you got to understand that a lot of victims of sexual abuse, they don't know how to control their emotions. It's that bad for them. And so a lot of times...
So is he literally victim blaming right now? Is this victim blaming?
I hate that fucking term, but yes, he is.
When it's if the shoe fits, the shoe fits. At that
Yeah.
point, I mean, he's
Yeah,
victim blaming.
yeah.
This is actual victim blaming.
Yeah, this is see this. Now here, look. Okay, I bitch about a lot of SJWs and shit, but this is the kind of motherfucker that you could really go after because he's a real piece of shit.
they become trolls, or even worse, they become, sexual molesters themselves, or even rapists. If you look at statistics, it backs up.
I mean, I've
exactly
heard this, but there's really no statistic that says that.
There are all sorts of crazy fucking weird DMs that he's sent people over years, because he's been on the internet for years. And there's so much weird, creepy, stalkery shit he's done. He made this really creepy dating profile where, like, it was like a crazy, weird stalker's profile. It's been a while since I saw it, but I remember seeing it a while back. Oh, and you know what? He started to attract maps to his Discord server. You know, maps, minor attracted persons.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting in, Billy and me ended up getting into like an argument in a Discord server that Jared made, but he got banned from Discord, so he couldn't get back into it. And we argued with a whole bunch of maps in there, and Amos Yee, one of the most annoying little shits on the face of the earth. Yeah. He was in there too. He's a non-pedo that just hangs out with a bunch of pedos for fun. What a weird hobby. Yeah.
He's a pedo then. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Well,
I mean, you don't
get this. Yeah, I mean, Amos Yee got popular originally because he got thrown in jail in Singapore for talking shit about religion, and it's actually illegal. It's a jailable offense in Singapore to talk shit about religion, and a lot of people here in the U.S. that are atheists, spread the word around about this really young man that was in jail for, expressing his views on religion, and everyone's like, oh shit, this is terrible. So a family actually helped him get asylum. Once he got out of jail, they helped him move here. And then after he gets here, the next cause that he takes up is to defend pedophiles.
Didn't that get him kicked out of that house?
Yeah, yes. That ended up getting him kicked out of a house. He had a place to live. He got out of a country where, freedom of speech doesn't really exist. To come here and use the freedom of speech, get through our immigration system to be a pedo advocate.
But I'm saying a lot of people who are victims of sexual abuse actually become abusers themselves. And that really is such a very, very bad shame. So my advice to everyone who struggles with sexual abuse is simply this. Understand Venting on other people is not going to help you. It may give you somewhat of a cheap high, but in reality, you're destroying yourself by doing it, because I know you still have a consciousness. Some of you may be, you know, soulless creeps, but a lot of you, I don't think you are. I think you still have a consciousness. You know what you're doing is wrong, and it's destroying you by being a troll. So my best...
He's one of the dumbest. You know what? He doesn't know how to use a capture device on his computer, which you can buy like a USB capture device. He films the TV that's over his shoulder with his fucking webcam. Thank you, Dragon in the West. He films himself gaming with a fucking webcam over his shoulder.
Yeah, this dude's fucked up, man. He don't get it. I mean, he's like, you're just attacking me. They're not. They're pissed off because you said you'd fucking 8-year-old.
Advice to you is to simply just seek help. If not through a therapist, then through a friend, through a family member. You can get better. There's always, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm praying for you guys. You know, I pray for my haters because I know as a Christian that's what I'm supposed to do. Some of them, though, I don't pray for because
as a Christian, as a Christian, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Most of the Christians I know would kick this dude's ass. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They're just soulless demons. But for those of you who are not, you know,
this guy claims he's a Christian, he's a conservative, and he's an alpha male.
And now a man.
He lives with his parents, and he hasn't cleaned his room in years. He wears the same fucking clothes for like a month straight. If you go and look at his channel and look at the thumbnails of his videos, you'll see he'll wear the same shit for like 3 weeks in a row, and it gets all nasty and crusty. I bet you he doesn't even wipe his ass. I'm serious.
Is that a thing people do?
What?
Wipe their ass?
Yes.
Those kinds of people. I do pray for you.
Try that out.
There's no point in praying for a demon, guys. Just real.
Your message didn't play? What do you mean?
Did he just call rape victims demons?
Realize that.
What's with Jared Genis's piss poor Hawkeye cosplay from Avengers Endgame? Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
You know, some of my stalkers are just, there's no hope for them. But, you know, they're in God's hands. There's nothing I can do. So it's really...
They're not stalking you because they're obsessed with you. They want you to stop preying on people. They want you investigated by the police. They think the shit you say is disgusting and disturbing. And yeah, he doesn't get that. In his mind, he's like the good guy here.
And see, that's a lot of things that people, okay, look, we all should be able to say shit we want to say. However, there is repercussions to shit we say. And when you say something like you want a fucking 8-year-old, there's going to be repercussions, dog. I mean, just fuck.
I would also like to point out, freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences.
Exactly. Well, that's basically what I just said.
Just freedom from criminal consequences, you know. Yeah. But it's not even complete. That's not even complete anyway. There are you can't threaten people.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there are types of speech that are not protected under freedom of speech.
Yeah. And when you say shit like you want to talk about having sex with minors, children,
he didn't say he wanted to, but he said that he doesn't have a problem with it. But he has done things that indicate that he'd be okay with hooking up with a minor.
I bet you he's got a hard drive with little 8-year-old asses on it. I just bet you.
Yeah, and you know, there's a police officer in my Discord server that has helped to report a lot of this stuff, but he's still around. Apparently, this kind of shit takes forever.
Yeah, I got a very a dude that follows me as a police officer too.
So like, he's in Texas. So
my guy, maybe your guy.
So, do we know if
this guy's in Texas?
Footage of him saying this stuff?
What now?
Like, I'm sorry. It's just do we know if his local police department has the footage of him saying this stuff?
Yes, I would say they have all of the information, and Discord has all the information too.
I'm pretty sure they had a lot of fucking complaints.
Right, so if something does happen, good.
Well, if anything's going to happen, it's taking forever, so...
Yeah.
It's his call with them, but for those of you who still have hope, who aren't completely soulless, I do pray for you. And I pray
he does this passive-aggressive, I'm going to pray for you. I really feel sorry for you. He does that a lot, too.
Better. And I just want you to know that I'm sorry for whatever it is that happened to you, and I'm sorry that maybe I remind you of that person, that aggressor. I'm not a bad guy. I would never, ever, ever hurt a child, especially, let alone a woman. I haven't even been in many relationships myself.
So a male child, you're fucked.
I'm MGTOW. I have other focuses, right? Other ambitions.
Sometimes you have to read in between the lines.
The bad guy says he's not a bad guy.
He says, I would never hurt a child, much less a woman.
But I do love women, and I'll be the first to admit that. But I'm from Texas, and down here we believe in something called chivalry.
Well,
sure thing.
I like chivalry myself, but
sure fucking. God, he's so fucking dumb.
I bet you he would only indulge in chivalry just so he can bang the person he's indulging for. If he doesn't have any interest in them, fuck chivalry.
He doesn't even know what it is.
You can open the door yourself.
And I have nothing but respect for women, so I just want that to be known as well. Anyways, guys, I guess that's pretty much all I got. I'm blocking all hate comments now. It's over and done with. I was starting to edgelord on my trolls a little bit, and
no, you didn't, dude. You're so easy to trigger. It's hilarious.
So he said some shit that backfired, and now he's going, "Oh, I was just trolling."
Yes, just joking, bro. Just a joke, bro.
That's when it's time to pretty much,
That's what Dusty does. Every time Dusty gets something really fucking, I was just joking.
I was only pretending to be retarded.
Shit out there. But it is what it is. Some very shallow people try to get clicks off of this, and because of that, I got trolls. And all I can say is, guys, you have to realize karma's a bitch, and it's gonna come back to you. Yeah. Doing shallow shit, people are gonna see what kind of person you are.
Christians don't normally believe in karma.
Yeah, isn't that a Buddhist thing?
Yeah, I think it's also part of Hinduism. Also, I think.
Yeah.
To YouTubers like Surviving Live, Tipster, all these scumbags on YouTube, they're gonna see what kind of person you are, and especially Keemstar. I mean, that guy's pretty much already over. But
what do you mean? I mean, like, you don't have to like Keemstar, but he's insanely popular. What do you mean he's over?
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and God bless.
Okay.
God. See, I know about karma because I had a friend, or have a friend who's Buddhist, so I'm well traveled.
Have you ever been to any of the like Indonesia or anything like that?
No, the only other countries I've been to are Singapore and the Philippines, and I didn't enjoy either experience very much.
Singapore, man, the laws there just seem so bad, and the punishment for breaking the laws there, like porn is totally illegal in Singapore, for one thing.
Yeah, I remember. Look, I was very young when I went there, so I have very few memories of the experience. But one of the few memories I have was the fact that the streets were all completely clean, and it was so sterile that it made me a bit uncomfortable.
Littering will get you put in jail. Too much littering will get you smacked on the ass with a cane. Vandalism, not flushing the toilet. If you don't flush the toilet, like if you take a shit in a public toilet and don't flush it, you will get in trouble.
Just before the show, I forgot to flush something.
Yeah. I mean, like if you do that in a public toilet, another weird law in Singapore is if you walk by your window naked and a cop sees you, you can get arrested for that. If someone reports you like being naked in your house, like if they can see you, There's all kinds of shit like that. Some
your
very
own house.
chewing gum. Chewing gum is illegal there too.
Okay.
And you get beat.
Yeah, just being there, everything felt so wrong. Like, yeah, when I'm in a place where it's so like, even visiting my nan in a hospital a few months back, it was like such a sterile environment, and I just felt really uncomfortable. I can't explain it. It's weird.
Yeah, it's an example of what happens when the entire country is just the size of one city, and the laws are very strict and the punishments are very harsh. It's pretty crazy. I'm trying to pull up a list of weird laws in Singapore. What the fuck? Here we go. So singing, months in prison.
Song.
Yeah. Connecting to another person's Wi-Fi. You see this?
Get out of the... Oh, dear.
A $10,000 fine and possible 3 years in prison. Feeding pigeons. Homosexuality.
Of course. In a country that doesn't like bad things being said about religion, that's no surprise.
Yeah.
Flush.
Yeah.
That's the consequences.
Smoking. Walking around the house naked.
What, even if you've got all your curtains shut? Nah.
That's a weird one there, man.
Littering.
Oh yeah, that's
selling gum. Selling gum. You get 2 years in jail for selling gum.
Some weirdo standing on a dingy court, or what passes for dingy in Singapore, on a corner with a trench coat filled with chewing gum. Hey kid, like straight out of
spearmint here. Got spearmint.
Straight out of a Patrice Wilson video.
Spitting.
You.
Yeah. So enjoy your next vacation. I know that like drugs carry the death penalty in certain circumstances, especially if you get caught selling drugs. You are subject to the death penalty if that happens. I would never go there. I'm not interested at all. Oh, here's some hold on. I have to pull it up. All right, Von Helton. Let's speed it up because he's slow.
Ethel. Watching full screen, guys.
How often? And this is a serious question. I'm not, this isn't some kind of trick question or something. I'm being serious. How often?
Get rid of the beard. It looks like shit. Why are you pulling it further apart? It looks fucking horrible.
Supposedly it makes him look distinguished.
Look at God, it looks so dumb.
Sit down.
Okay. Do what I do. Get rid of it. It will feel weird at first, but it will feel good.
He's got
and you
some
won't
pizza.
End up with a mouthful of hair when you wake up.
He's got a plate of pizza.
And genuinely say to the gods, okay, well, what do you want? What is it that you desire? What is it that you would like to see happen? In regards to yourselves and in regards to what you see as the worship of you being. How many people have actually sat down and did that? I can probably count them on my hand. All right? Because most people don't. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Most people don't. I'm guilty of it too. I used to not do that. I used to not ask what God's opinion was of something. Because I either saw it in a book or I got it from somebody else. And I deferred to their judgment on the matter, instead of going straight to them and saying, okay, what do you all want?
What do you all want? What do you all want?
Well, not too long ago, just a few years ago even. Of course, it's been quite a few now, but I mean, it seems like it was only yesterday in some cases.
How many years?
Exactly
300?
that. I did exactly that. I sat down, I got quiet, and I said, okay, well, what do you really want? And so what I'm going to tell you is what I feel they imparted to me.
I can't believe I have this sped up. This is still almost too slow. How slow does this motherfucker talk?
And then you can take that information and do what it is.
Patient, Ben. He's only like, what, a few hundred years old at least?
Yeah, look at him. Look how worn out he looks. He's looking like shit.
He looks like he's lived through a lot.
He's lived through a lot in that room, not doing anything else. What has Von Helton accomplished in his life? What has he seen? What has he done? What has he experienced?
Well, first he was a shaman, and now he's a
No,
wizard.
he wasn't. He hasn't done shit. He took karate at a strip mall.
man.
He took karate at a strip mall when he was like, what, 15? That's all he's done.
He's the Punisher?
No, that's all bullshit.
Yes. He was the subject of a meme, and that, I guess, is his crowning achievement.
That is the
real life.
crowning achievement in his life. That is his legacy. And these dumb fucking videos, too.
So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Oh, I forgot that you do an intro after you talk. You do your pre-intro, and then you do your setup intro, and then you do your intro.
Oh yes, as someone said in chat, he designed jet fighters, but he's also a Hot Wheels enthusiast.
Hot Wheels enthusiast, yes. Did he just hit his head on his fucking microphone? Did he hit his head?
I don't know
Let's
why
see.
he got up.
Hold on.
Was it to close his
Oh no, it was his
door?
shoulder. Wow, he looks broken. Look at him. Look how miserable he looks. He couldn't even finish his pizza. He looks so bad. Everyone, if you're watching right now, please like the stream. Please like the fucking stream. We are almost 20% to the goal, the 12-hour trap stream featuring Benpai and Pimpmunk and all sorts of other weird shit. Freak show shit. I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
I got to do what I got to do.
I'll finger my butt.
Okay. Man. Success is just falling into my hands right now at this point.
Yeah.
Butt fingering?
Maybe falling in my hand.
Can't live without it. Here, you know what? I have to retweet. Really quick, I'm going to retweet my own stream.
Okay.
So
Because
supposedly he looks. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I was just going to say, because you mentioned before, he looks broken, like he's his body is starting to give out. Was this after? Is this after has his wife left him?
Oh yeah, this video is about 2 to 3 weeks old.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
So he's done with the Hot Wheels, or because he said he wasn't going to do anything else but Hot Wheel videos.
By the way, if you bring me on that 12-hour stream, even though you'll see me with the waist up, I promise I'll be wearing pants.
Cool. We'll just take your word for it.
It is 12:34 after the midnight hour, and I have me some cold pizza.
Oh, he gums it. He has no teeth. Can you imagine him gumming the shit out of some cold
And I
pizza?
have me what's left of a Mountain Dew.
With a straw in a can. Look at this. Look at this. This is how a fucking trailer trash motherfucker will toast you before dinner. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we're going to talk.
Even out his pinky up.
We're going to talk. That's what we're going to do. And it bears mentioning because people have asked me One of my daughters made this little puzzball for me, so I put it up here.
Okay, cool.
People have asked me, they said, well, what is Von Helton's religion? What is your belief in the gods? What is that all about? And I briefly mentioned it in previous videos, but I think I might get more in depth about it this time. And because I feel the timing is right. Because the gods want to take us in a different direction, I believe. All right. As some of you are aware, I've done many, many other things. I've been a Christian, been a Satanist, been a Buddhist, Taoist.
You've been a Satanist? Really?
Taoist. I've been,
okay.
Basically anything you possibly think of. And finally, I just, one day I'm like, well, hey guys, what do you want? And I'll tell you what I believe that they've imparted to me, what I believe they've told me that they want. They don't want any organized religion, not even organized pagan religion. Because here's what they told me. They said they're tired of being called human names. They're tired of being given human attributes.
God, the gods that exist told Von Helton all this shit. Von Helton is the messenger of the gods to mankind.
He's an important person.
Yep. He doesn't even, he's so busy with all this, he doesn't even have time to close his closet.
They're tired of being given jobs. Like, this is the god of the sun, that's the god of water, that's the god of the air, that's the god of the... They're tired of that shit. They're just totally ticked off about that shit. Have been for centuries. But nobody would listen, and nobody would get it. Thoth went to the ancient Egyptians, and he tried to explain shit like that to them, and they spun it. They spun it into their own little thing, Oh, well, Thoth was a god, therefore all pharaohs must be a god. No.
He just face-palmed over his weird god bullshit that he's spewing.
No.
He did.
But, shit like that. All right, we basically fucked up. We totally got this shit all wrong, and the gods are imparting to me like, hey man, we need to take this shit in a different direction.
All right, fuck Von Helton. You know what? I have him sped up, and he's still too slow. I can't handle him. I'm taking him down. Are you familiar with the Angelic Initiative, Pimpmunk?
I'm not sure.
I want to show this to you. I think you'll like it.
Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating on Saturday, Cinco de Mayo, 2018, in both the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind, the authorized souls remain only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions, and all other souls from all other dimensions, as long as they're already participating in the work to complete the Search for Truth assignments given to the Search for Truth community by wiser minds above all of us, and are living by the Search for Truth rules given to the Search for Truth community by wiser minds above all of us. This past few days there's been a bit of a struggle fest of holding the space for the lawful souls. The lawful souls, the presences who seem to want to live by the soul plan being to create worlds that work in all dimensions for all categories of sentience. Nobody has been able to come up with a soul plan that sounds more important than that one.
So these are their normal videos that they do, but I've seen multiple videos where Jamie Body Mind, the woman on the left, does like energy healings to horses. Yes.
She plays with their dicks.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't even touch them, actually.
I know.
It's so weird.
This is Teddy. Teddy is a 5-year-old racing thoroughbred, and Teddy's symptoms include cracked heels and stomach ulcers and aggressive behavior, and also some pain in the right shoulder. You ready to go, Teddy?
This shit's so weird.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Yes, Jack. Oh, it's
Today
never
is Sunday, March 31st, 2019. Today is Teddy's first healing session, and today we're working to heal the root causes of an aggressive attitude and pain in the right front shoulder, stomach ulcers, and cracked heels, and whatever those symptoms represent, in such a way as to align Teddy with his soul plan, align Teddy with his destiny, so he can live the life that he came here to live.
There's another one that I watched where she's in the same stable as the horse, and the horse gets pissed off eventually, and they have to bring in a guy to hold the horse in place while she does this dumbass 40-minute long horse healing.
And Daddy, this is your first healing session, so I'm going to try to explain very clearly what's going on.
She's talking to the horse like the horse can understand what the fuck she's saying.
So it doesn't confuse you when it starts to happen.
You, bitch.
The first thing for you to
Well,
know
he did say
is that
yeah.
the presences who are speaking to you in this healing session today are your
kitty.
own guardian angels. And those are the presences who know you and love you better than anybody else in the whole world. Because you and I have only known each other for a little while now, but they've known you for a long, long time, and they're really working to get positive improvements down to where you are. There you go, good stretch.
So
they're the ones worth talking to. They're the ones who can get the miracles to happen for you. Okay, Teddy, the second thing for you to know is that everybody has a destiny. I have a destiny, you have a destiny, everybody you've ever met has a reason why they're born. And what the guardian angels want to do is get everybody on track with their destiny, get everybody on track with their soul plans, get them all living the lives that they were born to live.
Yeah, the horse is like, get the fuck out of here.
And you're no exception.
This shit's an hour long.
So that's the work we're doing here today, to heal the root causes of your problems.
So
and
somebody
whatever they
paid this bitch to come out and do this?
Yes, more than likely.
That person needs to be shot in the leg, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I couldn't do this for 10 minutes, let alone an hour. Christ. Be boring.
Align you with your destiny. Align you with your soul plan. Now, what I'm starting to do, and you should be starting to feel, is
It wants to bite her so bad.
Softening my own energy body, and I'm merging in with your energy body. You should be starting to feel a warm, tingling sensation.
I respect the
moving
hustle if she's getting paid now. Don't get me wrong, but
She might believe
the people
this shit,
paying-
though. She might believe it, though.
Yeah, she might. I don't think so.
through your physical body. If at any point you feel something that makes you feel uncomfortable or that you don't like, you let me know and we stop right away. Softening my own energy body and merging into Teddy's energy body. Softening my own energy body. And merging into Teddy's energy body. Softening.
That horse is just staring at her arm, and it wants to bite the fuck out of it so bad.
Energy body.
Maybe it wants to sniff her armpits.
You've mentioned this 3 or 4 times.
Do you have an
wanna
armpit
sniff her
fetish?
fucking armpits, though.
What?
Do you have an armpit fetish?
You've mentioned
No, I
your
don't,
armpits
but-
like 10 times. What the hell's wrong with you?
Okay, here's the thing. I don't have an armpit fetish, but if I did, good God, she'd be stoking it right now.
Oh my God.
Everyone-
Whoa.
What the
Everyone-
fuck's happening here, Ben? Why you bring people on
I'm
here like
not-
this, Ben?
I'm not the only one. I swear. There are people in the chat who are saying the same shit.
Don't just because they fucking weird and stupid don't mean you have to be.
Hey, Pip, I'm appealing to popularity right now. You should accept my argument here and
Merging into
take it
Teddy's energy body. There we go, Teddy. Now, drawing the focus to the heart chakra, the energy point right at the center of the chest, merging into that heart chakra and starting to open up the doors at the front of the heart chakra. Really starting to open up the doors at the front of the heart chakra. And the great thing about you, Teddy, is that you've got such a big, strong energy body, you know?
Yeah. That's something I get.
And a lot of cults
That
are
don't
this
sound
way,
right.
but you are specifically have a very big, strong energy
That horse is like, fuck you, shut up.
body. And so it's a good sign. It's easy to work with. All we have to do is clear out the debris, get it aligned to how it's supposed to be, and get
So
you
she
back
gets
on
paid to stand here and talk to herself, basically.
the right track. And I see
Yeah.
no reason
And
why
just
you
move
shouldn't
around
be
like a
successful
goddamn
in your
moron.
career and successful in your life. We just have to get you to where
Why'd
you
you
need
look
to
where the horse is paying you no fucking attention right now?
be. Merging the energy bodies together more deeply and drawing the focus to that
Fuck,
heart.
she's still here.
Heart chakra, throwing open the doors at the front of the heart chakra. There we go. Really opening wide the doors at the front of the heart chakra.
Oh,
Hey,
it got
bitter.
her.
He fucking bitter.
Yeah, look at her. She's laughing.
Opening wide the doors at the front of the heart chakra. There we go. And calling for those guardian angels to send a river of higher vibration energy all the way in through the front of that heart chakra, really starting to flush that heart chakra with higher vibration, healing energies from the guardian angels way up there. We're working to align Teddy with his soul plan, align Teddy with the life that he was meant to live. Getting that higher vibration energy moving in through the front of the heart chakra. Some people feel this feeling as
She looked
love.
nervous now.
Some people call this feeling truth. It's really all the same, you know? That higher vibration healing.
One time I rode a horse in like a big group of people riding horses, and my horse wanted to bite the asses of the horses in front of it. It was terrible. I couldn't get it to stop, too. It just wanted to bite the ass of any horse that got in its way.
Energy, there we go. Feeling it filling the heart chakra, expanding the heart chakra. Wider, 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 really filling that heart chakra and starting to break loose the debris that's stuck inside the heart chakra. A lot of it feels like old debris left over from old lives, previous lives that came with you into this body. Let's really flush it clear. Let's really break those walls. And now throwing open the doors at the back of the heart chakra, flushing that energy in the front and out the back of the merged heart chakra. There you go. Really flushing that energy in the front and out the back and merging the energy bodies together more deeply. Now,
she does this for an hour, and this horse is just annoyed.
Wouldn't you be?
It doesn't seem to help the horse at all. The horse is like, oh, I'm just going to eat this hay instead. Shut up, bitch. Whoa, they changed the camera angle for some reason.
That Egyptian race life, and in a lot of these lives where we've had the pattern of the fear of failure, the biggest mistake we've made in those lives is in that moment when we're most panicked, when we're most scared that we're going to let down that person that matters most to us. We scrunch our crown chakras close, we clench off the top of the crown chakra, and then we make the biggest mistake of all.
They live in Florida too, by the way, where all the crazy people live.
Trying to tell us what to do, who are trying to help us out. And it's just like they were talking about earlier in the session about how the halter and the bridle, the purpose of those things is to be able to help you know which way to go. The relationship with the good guys upstairs is exactly like a halter and a bridle here in your normal life. The whole point is to help you know which way to go. And so this is what you can do in your life when you feel that feeling of being afraid of letting people down. When you feel that feeling of being afraid that Linda's not going to be proud of you and that you're not going to show up.
Okay, I can't anymore. All right. Wow.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's true. I guess Donald Trump was going to meet with the leaders of the Taliban at Camp David, but he canceled the meeting, and here's a story about that.
Talking about that when they get back, and also certain to talk about those canceled peace talks between the United States, Afghanistan, and the Taliban. And with that, from California, friend of the show, House Armed Services Committee, Democrat John Garamendi. Good to see you, sir, as always. We appreciate it. Sure. Before you head back to town, it's some
Look
level
at that guy's
the
hair,
essential
the
question
guy on the left, his fucking hair.
From the top of the show. Would you have been more surprised waking up this morning to news that the peace talks were canceled, or more surprised to news that members of the Taliban were hanging out at Camp David?
The latter.
Okay.
The peace talks have always been tenuous. The Afghan government was on the outside, probably not aware of what was going on. That's a very, very real problem that would cause the peace talks to at least be delayed, if not fail. But at Camp David, Taliban, in the week of 9/11.
Yeah, that is crazy. Taliban at Camp David, that's like on American soil.
Yeah,
Did they like airlift the Taliban leaders to Camp David?
I don't think so.
There is the optics of this. I didn't remember you being super critical of President Obama talking to the Iranians.
Yeah, his hair is like a mold. It's like a mold on top of his head. Like they injection mold his plastic hair on top of his head.
A group that also has a significant amount of American blood on their hands and the blood of American soldiers on their hands. So is your issue specifically that they were coming to Camp David, or the idea that there was a deal? What's the problem?
Combination of both of those. What is the deal? It's been secret. It's been kept from the Afghan government. obviously to secret and kept away from Congress also, although the House Foreign Affairs Committee has asked for a detailed briefing on exactly what this peace, or well, let's call it a peace deal, is all about. So that's one piece of it. The other piece of it is this is the 9/11 week. This is the Taliban that had invited and allowed Al-Qaeda to exist and to carry out its attack from Afghanistan.
9/11
that
week.
just seems to be...
Yeah, I forgot. In 2 days, that's all we're going to hear about.
A horrible affront to the Americans.
My
and other
mom and dad's anniversary is the 10th. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
that were killed in the 9/11 attack. So
There was
bad optics all the way around, and frankly, a bad process.
Yeah, well, there are Republicans who share your feelings as well. Meantime, here's Secretary of State Mike Pompeo defending the idea of talking to, as you point out, some bad folks.
Can't talk to these bad folks. They bad. Can't talk to them. Keep killing them.
If you're going to negotiate peace, you often have to deal with some pretty bad actors. While there have often been discussions about war at Camp David, there have been discussions about peace there as well. Been some pretty bad actors travel through that place throughout recorded history. It's an important place. It was a place where we
why are you
thought
talking about Ben Affleck?
we could convince all the leaders of Afghanistan.
I mean, he's got a point. There have been some relatively unsavory folks there for just this purpose, and at times it's worked out pretty well.
Well, I'm not opposed to the negotiations. I think that's extremely important. I've been calling for negotiations for, well, over a decade now. But the fact of the matter is the Afghan government has been basically out of the negotiations, and that seems to be the
well, they were invited to Camp David. The Afghan president was on his way. Conceivably, he'd be there to talk about it. So you're upset that the Afghan government's not included in something and they were going to be there at the table?
Not at all, Leland. It was prior to this meeting. So, okay, they're going to go ahead with the negotiation. I think that's important. My major point here is this week.
Got it.
At Camp David.
The timing point you make is an important one, and President Trump has talked about optics and time.
Okay. Anything else? Doesn't look like anything else
But
interesting.
Wouldn't this be the time? Okay, I'm not defending Trump at all, but wouldn't this be the time, instead of like, oh, this 9/11 should be talking to fucking terrorist groups, this should be the time that you would try to reach out and talk, because you don't want this to happen again, so this would get conversation going in a way. I don't know.
I do think the Afghanistan war should end. It's been going on forever. It's the longest war the country's ever been in. It's time to end it.
Yeah,
get the
that's
fuck
true.
out.
I said that's true because of that.
That's true.
That's true. Wait a minute.
Imagine you just published a big story. You're feeling good after weeks of hard work. Then you peek your social media accounts and you are suddenly inundated. Insults as far as the site can scroll.
Yeah, whatever. Get over it. He's going to do a whole news report crying about being trolled. Welcome to the world.
A troll army saying, you're worthless, biased, fat, dumb, sick, evil. Attackers are trying to get you fired. Anonymous accounts are telling you to kill yourself or offering to do the job themselves. Well, the Committee to Protect Journalists is out with a new report on this issue of online harassment, showing how...
Just for journalists? Only just don't harass journalists, okay?
Big this problem is, how pervasive it is, especially for female reporters. CPJ has updated its safety kit as a result, giving reporters advice about removing vulnerable personal data from the web and what to do if you've been doxxed with that data. And they've also shared information about addressing the psychological impacts of online harassment and threats. Here to discuss this new report in detail is Courtney Radsch. She's at CPJ. She's the advocacy director of the organization.
No,
so the report is up
God, no.
on CPJ.org.
SJWs only wear those type of glasses.
Courtney, why was it important for your group, which focuses on press freedom, to take a look at online harassment specifically?
Well, I think what we've seen with online harassment is that it is the biggest safety concern facing women journalists to be surveyed in the United States and Canada. So
men journalists never get harassed.
No. Only women.
If there is a perception that online harassment is the biggest safety problem they're facing, we've got to address that, because if journalists
before going to this interview, she was asking to speak with someone's manager.
Feel that they're going to get retaliated against or attacked or threatened because of the reporting they're doing, that could have a silencing and a chilling effect.
And many people on social media, of course, not just reporters, but people in lots of different professions, individuals who just try to share their political opinions, get harassed on social media all the time. What makes it specific about reporting that you think that people should think about?
I think that we have to think about journalists as really serving a public interest. They're there to help inform the public, to dig.
They deserve. Bitch, you report shit against men and all this shit, and then when men say, "Hey, I don't think you're right," oh, you're harassing me. This is what's happening. And
it's dumb. I don't think
the fucking ovaries. What I think.
I don't think women journalists deserve more protection from trolling than anybody else. So if we're all gonna get protected from it, then so fucking be it. But otherwise, no, you don't get to be treated special. You're not special.
Out facts, to follow up stories. I mean, so much about what we know, whether we're talking about, economics, politics, the scandal in USA Gymnastics, it came because journalists were digging, they were reporting. So when we hear that journalists, especially women journalists, are being faced with online harassment as an endemic part of their job, that is problematic, and we need to address it, because we don't want journalists to be fearful of reporting on issues. And we know that our respondents said that reporting on extremism as well as national politics were some of the most concerning beats for them.
Right, where people end up getting harassed even more than others by virtue of covering these important subjects. So your message is partly, I think, to newsrooms, right, to editors to take this seriously, and also to the tech companies, right? They have a responsibility here.
Yeah, so both of those are important constituencies. We can't rely on just journalists. Yes, they need to take steps to protect their digital identity, to do social media hygiene, but we also need newsrooms.
Social media hygiene. We got to clean up the social media.
Put some down.
She's the director of Committee to Protect Journalists.
But one, see, it says journalist, but she's talking about is female journalists. So it should say female journalists.
To take this issue seriously and realize that it is endemic to certain beats. It's very likely in retaliation for certain stories, and that they need to address this proactively with their reporters, both staff and freelance. And we need the technology companies to do their part.
This is why Dave Chappelle said he's got a fucking Me Too hangover. Everything is fucking went ridiculous lately, and it's just, goddamn, I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of it.
Me too. Hashtag me too. I'm sick of it.
Because this is pervasive on their platforms, and it's not enough to mute or block somebody. You need to know if those threats are coming through, and we need more proactive responses from the tech platforms.
I agree. Courtney, thank you so much for being here. And please, everybody, check out the report on the committee's website, cpj.org.
So you want to report what you want, and you don't want people to fucking talk about it, basically. This is
they can decide what is and isn't a troll. They could be like Jared Genesis, which is like anyone who disagrees with him is a troll.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what this is. I mean, fuck you, bitch.
So I know the polls are in many ways bullshit, but this poll is like Bernie's now in third place again behind Warren.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
And I've stated here publicly before, and I'll state it again. Out of the bunch, I am a Warren guy. Out of the bunch we got, look, I like Bernie, don't get me wrong. I do love Bernie, but he's just 468 years old.
So you're going to vote for Warren in the primary?
Yeah. Warren's my girl.
Interesting.
I mean, look, is she fucked up in some ways? Absolutely, but they're all fucked. Even Bernie's got some fucking skeletons, homies. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
The Democratic presidential
Here's some Warren
candidates
shit.
descended on New Hampshire this weekend for the party's annual state convention. Senator Elizabeth Warren got a warm welcome from excited supporters in Manchester Saturday. Ahead of her speech, the Massachusetts senator and 2020 hopeful sat down with CBSN political reporter Caitlin Huey-Burns to discuss her momentum in the polls.
To what do you attribute your rise? I think it's about what I fight for and how I fight.
Yeah, so New Hampshire and Iowa, those are the first two. And whoever wins that will get some momentum. If someone can win both of them, if someone other than Biden can win both of them, they will get some crazy momentum. So we'll see.
Look, I think he's gonna get it.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't really want him to get it, but I think he's going to get it.
You think he's like anointed, or?
I do. And look here, I'm gonna piss a whole bunch of people off for saying this. If he gets it, I'm voting for him. I'm gonna say it. Cause I do not want Trump no more. Not a fan. I'm gonna vote for that.
All right.
Just saying.
I do not believe I will be voting for him.
Well, I fucked up and didn't do it last time, right? I did this whole thing. I'm not going to vote for the lesser of two evils. Well, fuck that. This time I am.
Jesus Christ.
Look what the fuck we got up in there now.
So you think Biden's better than Trump? Definitely.
I do. He may be a shit, but Trump's a bigger pile of it.
Do you like how he touches little girls?
I do. I love that.
Oh my God. No, but seriously though, how do you feel about that?
Look, he's not a... He's weird, but he's not a pedophile.
I didn't say he was. I said there's videos of him.
I know.
Like shoving his face into like the faces of 11, 12-year-old girls. It's really weird.
Yeah, but I'm just so sick of what we got, man. I'm sorry. I'd vote for Brett Keane over Trump.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of Donald Trump. Don't want him no more. Don't need him no more. I ain't got no time for that. So I am just going to go ahead and say I'm not for Biden by any means. Let's make that clear. But I am if he's the one going up against Trump.
God.
Ask people to be part of it. You know, we've got a real problem in this country, and that is that our democracy has been taken over by the wealthy and the well-connected. I'm running a campaign that gives people a chance to own their democracy and to make this government work for them. Think of it this way. There's so much that Americans agree on that we really want to see happen, and it just doesn't. We want to see some gun safety regulations, but it doesn't happen. We want to see the price of prescription drugs brought down, but it just doesn't happen. We want to see oil companies.
This is all the same shit that I've been hearing forever. It doesn't sound like anything new.
Yeah, I agree. They all say the same shit. Now, I do believe, this is my personal opinion, I think there's two candidates right now that could beat the fuck out of Trump in a debate, and it's Bernie and Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think those are the two candidates could put a foot up his ass. I truly do believe that. I don't even know if Biden can hand him in a debate. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean,
but I think Sanders, and I think she could.
We're going to see Warren. We're going to see a debate where it's just going to be Warren, Sanders, and Biden. That will happen. Yeah. So that's the time.
That's going to be a badass debate.
It's going to be crazy.
And I think, as far as, to me, because I've watched, as far as debating and talking, Bernie's probably a notch above the other two. He probably is, but now I think Warren's right there at him. Because she's a good talker. She stands her fucking ground. She ain't a pushover. I like her shit now.
She's like what, like 0.5% Native American?
Hey, but she didn't completely lie.
She was like disavowed by the native tribe.
Yeah, but
She said she.
Yeah, but didn't it come out that she was actually telling the truth?
Not really. She's not a member of their tribe.
Yeah.
See, I told you they're
give
on
a
an
shit
ego
about
trip.
that. That's shit. Oh,
Check
God,
this out.
here's that motherfucker with a half a nose.
Yep. Yeah, check this out.
See, I told you they're on an ego trip. She's proud to be educated, and being educated, there's nothing to be proud about.
He just says the dumbest shit. Oh, being educated, nothing proud about. And I was about to say, especially if you're a woman.
Really isn't. It's it builds the ego, especially with women. It builds their egos.
Being educated just makes your ego too big.
And they really believe that they can be better and are better than men. And so that's why these men who are marrying these so-called educated women, they're turning their husbands
needs to blow his
into
nose.
housewives. You know, they make them stay home. They make them babysit. They make them cook. They make them clean. They make them be the woman. And then when the woman come home, the man is stressed out. And complaining just like the woman. But a real woman would not be on an ego trip. She would be happy to be a wife and a mother.
Damn right.
And she would love the fact that her husband is the head of her because she loves the order of God. But these educated women are not like that. I would never, unless she's been born again, never marry an educated woman. You're marrying Satan's daughter.
Okay.
If you marry an educated woman, you're marrying Satan's daughter.
Yeah, you gotta get you a dumb bitch.
Okay.
Motherfucker talk to flip flops. That's the kind of woman you want to marry.
I will say,
You see-
JLP is concrete
God.
proof that that no matter how stupid you are, you can make it. You can have your own show. If I worked hard enough, I could probably have my own show. Mind you, I wouldn't be anywhere near as entertaining as Jesse, but that's just because
We've got
he's
Jesse in the chat
stupid.
right now. You see him?
You see, a few days ago, I was
Yeah.
out in California visiting my sister and some friends. We were supposed to have a great time at that indoor water park called the Great Wolf Lodge. We were going to spend the night at that
Indoor
hotel.
water park.
We were going to eat a good dinner. We were going to have fun at the water park first, eat some dinner, drink some alcohol, maybe some wine, watch some entertainment, play in the arcade. What a great time it was going to be. But my death almost happened, and that almost ruined my entire trip to California. It almost made me shit in my pants. It was so bad. You see, we were having a great time at the water park. Everything was going great. We went down all the slides. But then there was this one family slide. It was a 4-seater raft. And it's this big contraption. I think it's called the tornado ride. Do you see that big yellow and red slide right there? With that big circular piece of shit thing? Well, that's it. That's the famous tornado where Sherwin Stern almost died. They didn't even weigh us. I almost forgot to mention, they were supposed to weigh us before we got on the ride so they could evenly distribute the weight in the proper positioning, but they didn't even do that. So they just wanted to hurry everyone along. They didn't want to do their job. And at first, when the ride first began, I wasn't even in my seat yet. My legs were still dangling outside, and the worker there starts to push the raft to the... I'm like, wait, asshole! I'm not in! I'm not in. And I should have taken that as a sign that this park has some negligence to it. I mean, come on. What's the worker doing? My feet were outside. He starts to push it. I'm not even securely in my seat yet. Are you kidding me? That should have been a bad omen right there. A bad sign that things were about to happen. I mean, Jesus Christ. Because of this
He's wearing a John Cena shirt. You see that?
Yeah.
Almost nothing but Ceres. You go in this big hunk of a thing in this tube and you get swiveled this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. Eventually it became too much. I lost my grip for just a second and then I fell over. And luckily my sister and my sister's friend was able to catch me. Otherwise I would have been falling out of the raft. I would have been in the tube and the water would have washed me away. I could have had severe head injuries. I could have been either dead or I could have been brain dead. I could have been a retard. A retard.
Retard.
Could have been a retard right now. There wouldn't be a Sherwinson show. It'd be the Sherwinson retarded show. I'd be. Imagine if I fell into that tube and I bumped my head. The best case scenario was I would have ended up alive but retarded. That would have been the best case, but most likely I would have died. I would have paralyzed myself. You know, it was craziness, and I hung on for dear life. It kept swiveling, but I hung on. I was so fucking scared. I was like, shit, 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 don't let go, shit, shit, shit. And I was breathing too. My heart was racing. It was pounding. I was about to upchuck. I was so scared.
I was about to upchuck. So what do you think, Pimpmunk? You like this guy?
His voice changes in this one a lot.
Yeah.
I think that was his real voice there.
Right there.
I was laying there in the tube. My sister and a friend had to hold on to me. Otherwise, I would have been true. I would have been finished. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, there was my other friend there, too. And when I fell over, my chest bumped onto his arms. My chest was killing me. I thought at first maybe I had internal injuries. Maybe my heart was defective. But I was just thinking of survival at that point, and I was just thinking of survival, and I was like, shit, please, 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 and you know, I don't even believe in God anymore, but I was saying, Jesus, save me, Jesus, save me, and then finally the ride ended, I was through.
Oh my God, it goes on forever.
It does.
All right.
I could have went to the Great Wolf Lodge, but I opted out of going when I was at VidCon.
They have those everywhere. There's Great Wolf Lodges all over the country.
I didn't want to go because I'm 40 years old, 41 years old.
Yeah, Jared Genesis wants to go. He comes down the water slide and the swimming pool turns brown.
Hey, yo, what up? So, this is going to be my second video today, and after this, I need to take a little bit of a break from making videos, but I wanted to talk about someone who has been very misunderstood by the majority of society, and this person has been painted as a monster by the mainstream media, by the Illuminati, and this person is Charles Manson. Now, Charles Manson was born November 12th of 1934, and
she was so pretty for a minute. I was sitting there thinking, I had
music,
sex with
playing
this girl, and then damn.
Yep.
Music, and he had, this divine creativity and ability to write music and write
People
songs.
are saying troll, which may
the
be.
Illuminati.
But do know that Charles Manson has always had this effect over people for many, many years. He has had this effect over people. I don't know why that little weird man had this kind of effect on people, but he did. I'm not saying she's not trolling, but it has happened many times.
Knew about this, and so Charles Manson was a ghostwriter slave for the Illuminati for a really long time. He would go around to recording studios.
I've watched other videos with this woman, and she claims that she was cloned in a lab where she was forced to ghostwrite for popular musicians. She's a yeah.
And hang out.
She wrote the entire Green Day American Idiot album.
With people.
Oh, she's a pretty good writer.
He met the Beach Boys, and they started to, use him to write their songs.
No, he only wrote one song that the Beach Boys used. It's true. The Beach Boys did do a Charles Manson song. That is true.
And he was never interested in really joining the industry or anything like that. And
that's not true at all. That's why he got pissed off and created a fucking cult.
Yep.
getting rich and famous. He just wanted to play music, and he wanted to have fun with other musicians. And
No, he got rejected. He got angry. He went and started a cult.
And also, he had been in and out of jail almost his entire life up to the point. Yeah, I mean, he was a lifelong criminal.
Yeah, and then he got rejected in Hollywood. He figured out, let me find a bunch of goddamn idiotic, homeless, drug addict kids, and boom.
And he was a really, really good. He still is a good-hearted.
He's
person.
dead. I don't know how old this video is.
And it
Look,
makes
she's crying
me
about it.
so sad. Like the things that have happened to him.
Actual tears.
Yep. So either she's a great actor or she's just crazy.
Like he's the ghostwriter for the Beatles. He's the ghostwriter for Beach Boys. He's the ghostwriter for Led Zeppelin.
No, he wasn't.
And when I was, I want to say about maybe 3 or 4 years old at the cloning center. This was before
The cloning center.
maybe I was 6. I was very young.
Some people are saying troll.
But I was at the cloning
Masterclass
center.
troll.
A lot of people said it
And,
about Gail, too.
I was introduced to Charles Manson. Really? And
A lot of people said Gail was a
he
troll.
crashed
Gail ain't no
down
fucking
and
troll.
he
That
told
bitch
me
crazy.
that we were like him. Lycan.
There's just some people that
But
are
Lycan
crazy, folks.
sort of
Look at,
sounds like-
Tila the Kilo, whatever her fucking name is.
Yeah, Tila Tequila. She gets happy when natural disasters happen and people die. She makes videos all excited and happy about that.
And there
That's
is
why-
three victims in her life, though, and it's her children. There's the victims in her life right there. This woman is hell. And honestly, here's the thing. I do not hate on her. I do not, I feel sorry for Tila the Kid because she has true mental issues.
See, this is why we should keep the Gale Shield up so that these natural disasters don't happen, and Tila has no reason to be happy over innocent people's deaths.
Yeah.
Like kin. Like
This
family.
bitch is too fine to be crazy, though. I'd put my mouth on her vagina.
Because he
God, babe.
he is sort of like my adoptive father.
Oh my God.
Now, Charles Manson, there is zero evidence. Zero evidence.
You know who
that
sent
he-
me the videos from this woman? Anthony Fantano sent me a DM with with this girl's channel linked in it, which is pretty hilarious.
Ever,
Thank you, Anthony.
inspired the murder of anyone. It was like an Illuminati setup with handlers that put him in that situation. And it was all just, life manipulation on behalf of the Illuminati. And so he went to prison, but he continued to write music in his REM sleep. Like they would transfer him to the cloning center to continue writing music from prison, even though he didn't really belong there. Although, I think he admitted at one point where he thought, maybe it was just an okay place for him to be for a little while, because he was just sort of a wild child in the sense where, he just wanted to ride his motorcycle and...
You do not know shit about Charles Manson. Come on, you fucking weirdo.
Okay.
She's not even getting the story remotely correct. But anyways,
If she really wants to meet Manson that bad, she could go out into the wilderness in California, and possibly she might run into G-Time Johnny and kick
kick dogs.
He might be. Yeah.
Did you see when that happened, Pimpmunk? You missed that too, right?
What's that?
G-Time Johnny pissed me off So I posted the video of him kicking a dog.
Oh.
Have you ever seen that?
I have seen the way he kicked the dog. I have seen it.
Yeah.
Ooh. And he laughed too.
Yeah, he said, "Ha, gotcha." And he was like, "You're a terrorist."
Those work so hard to build a baby or the mommy. They make milk for when she gets out. When the baby gets too big inside, they make milk for when they get out.
See, I love how he's like, he's rambling and then suddenly he's like, "Ooh, a dog."
I got you. They make.
Ha ha ha! I got you.
Just goes to show you, no matter how pure some people may seem, they
Yes.
the dark side. People pretend well.
Yeah, G-Jam Jones is obviously a wacky motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I would
then
never go out in those woods with him.
Yeah, I was so disappointed in him when I saw this, but what can you do?
Dude, I guarantee you he's like running through the woods at night with human
Naked.
skin as a suit. He
He's
does some
naked.
Ed Gein shit, I guarantee you.
Ed Gein, he's wearing skin. He's wearing human skin as
Yeah.
clothing.
The alarming medical headline tonight, the number of deaths linked to vaping rising today. At least
You hear this shit? People are just dying from vaping.
5 people have now died, and there are hundreds of new cases of
I'll
lung
stick
illness
to
now
good
under
old
investigation.
weed.
Tonight, ABC's Steve Osunsami is in Atlanta, where the CDC is now investigating, and there is a new warning tonight.
Say A, B,
24-year-old J.D. Hernandez is one of the now hundreds of Americans suddenly struggling to breathe, and his doctors tell his family that his troubles started when he began using e-cigarettes 6 months ago. Tonight, a machine is breathing for him, and he's fighting for his life.
It's very hurtful to see your child in so much pain and not be able to help him.
In a briefing today, the CDC confirms recent deaths linked to vaping and says it's investigating 450 cases of serious lung illness across 33 states. The government says that while many of the patients, but not all, reported recent use of THC-containing products, the active chemical in marijuana, some reported using both THC and nicotine. They're also investigating whether the illnesses may be related to specific devices, other ingredients, possible contaminants, or more than one of the above.
This is really impacting a very vulnerable population, and we really encourage people to avoid these products.
Adam Hergenreeder used both nicotine and THC.
My lungs feel like they're being crushed by like 20 pounds.
He was hospitalized this week.
I'm 18 years old. My lungs are like a 70-year-old's.
Late today, a 5th death was connected to vaping, this one from Los Angeles County, California.
And Steve Osunsami with us tonight live in Atlanta. And Steve, there's growing concern about these numbers, of course, and it was only a matter of time. Members of Congress are now pushing for action, too.
Yes, David, lawmakers are starting to speak up. In fact, tonight at least one U.S. senator is calling on the commissioner of the FDA to either do something about this or step down. David?
Steve Osunsami on this again for us. Thank you, Steve.
Crazy.
I
You know
want
what?
to say, I do find it very douchey, those motherfuckers who take the big ass goddamn coffee pot and blow it in all over people and don't give a fuck. Such douchey motherfuckers that do that.
Yeah, I just I tried it when it first came out and I quit. I do vape the like cannabis vapes that they sell here in Washington. I don't think people are getting sick from those, but I guess I could be wrong. I'm not aware of anyone getting sick on the local products like that.
Well, I mean, if they're really worried about their health, there's something they can do that's much healthier.
Eat it? Oh, meth?
I
Yeah,
don't
meth
think
is
that's the
great.
point, Ryan. Ryan, how many people die from cigarettes? The point is, everybody was like, yo, vaping is much, much safer than cigarettes. But, you know, it's not really that safe. It's coming to find out.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's saying it's more dangerous than cigarettes, but that wasn't what they were talking about. They were talking about vaping. That's like when somebody talks about Muslims. Oh, what about Christians? Well, we weren't talking about Christians, motherfucker.
Was it my imagination, or did they bring on their field reporter for just a few seconds only?
Yeah, because he's black.
Oh, yeah. But even then, what was the point?
If he was white, he would have got 10 seconds.
I guess they had to give him something.
Oh, dude, Repsion just gave you a compliment in the chat, Pimpmunk.
He just afraid I'm gonna whoop his ass.
No, man. You guys are buds now. Be nice.
Yeah, I like Repsion. Thank you, but yeah, I have lost a lot of weight. Thank you. But this past few weeks when I was at the hospital doing all that shit, I did cheat a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever.
I had to eat, yeah.
It's understandable. You're under a stress.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I told Luna this, and I'll tell everybody 'cause I'm an honest man. I did smoke a couple cigarettes because I was stressing the fuck out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that makes sense, right?
I mean, I couldn't run to drugs or alcohol or nothing. So, yeah, I picked I did smoke a couple of cigarettes. I haven't started back smoking, but yeah, I did do that. So, beat me up for it or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
You get a pass.
But thank you, Rib John, for the compliment. I really appreciate that, buddy.
Somebody that Repsion knew that, like, someone that Repsion was friends with went behind his back and sent pictures of his dead grandfather to Onision, trying to get Onision to, like, make a video of it.
That's so fucking
goofing on it. And it was too low for even Onision.
Man, that's low.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there was a dude that I just completely ignored it and said, I hope your father dies. I'm like, fuck you, just whatever. There's some sick fucking people out there.
Yeah.
Even Onision has standards. I mean, when you go that low,
yeah.
Like, what did they think Onision would do with it? Ha ha, your grandpa died. Like, no one's going to think that's funny. No one, I mean, like, oh, you got him. Finally, Onision got equal with Repsion because people died in his family. So fucking dumb.
Yeah, I mean, that's so dumb. That's so shit. That's a shitty thing to do. To anybody, really.
Crazy shit.
But that goes to, to again, if online we've got this mentality, if I don't like them, it don't matter what happens to them. They're never right. Let's destroy them. And it's just fucking bullshit. Just because you don't like someone, you don't have to destroy them completely. It's just...
Jared Genesis, though, he has to go away. He's trash.
Maybe him.
Yeah, he was funny for a while, and then he went too far.
Pimpy looking skimpy.
Oh, thanks, Goose Juice. Yeah, Pimpy
Appreciate
the Skimpy.
Yeah, I got a neck. That's what I used to didn't have a neck. I got a neck now.
Yeah, I need updated photos of you for the thumbnails if I want to use a photo of you in the thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm trying to get somebody to do like a more accurate drawing of me or something because I want to do some t-shirt.
Hi, Ben.
It's easiest.
I've raised over $1 and give it all the donation
There you
to
go.
Monk X and hope your father gets well soon. Enjoy, mate.
Awesome. Thank you. Did you say you gave it to Pimpmunk? Do you have a bat wallet?
No, I don't.
Huh. I'm not sure what he was trying to say.
I don't know what he's trying to say either. But we appreciate it.
Yeah, wherever you sent it. If you sent it to Pimpmunk, he's not registered on Brave, so
No, I'm not registered on Brave
He'd
yet.
have to sign up for that.
But
They
we
do
still
it
are
on-
taking tips and donations. I'm still going to the rehab center twice a day. Oh, it's crazy. You should do some new modeling. I should do new modeling. Shit, yes, definitely.
The cool thing about Brave now is,
as far as Brave then,
well, you can, your people can send you a tip through Brave on Twitter now. So if you tweet, they can send you bats that way. So
That's
yeah.
cool. Well, that's
Oh,
neat.
they recently started doing ads on Brave in my region, so I just gotta now I
That's
can start using
awesome.
Brave. Yeah.
I need to get into that.
Another good thing about Brave that people will want to download it for is they can get all of the YouTube Premium stuff. Like, you know, most people pay for YouTube Premium because they want to be able to listen to the audio from YouTube while having their screen locked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something people pay for, YouTube Premium. And you can do that with Brave on your phone. And it does... it also gets rid of ads, which is something YouTube Premium does. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. So, Pimpmunk is now in charge.
Alrighty. Rabbit Jenkins is in the chat room. How you doing, sweetie? I also see Luna.
I'm gonna take a piss too. Be right back.
So everybody gonna leave me because whatever. What if I had to piss right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I don't care. I don't care about you. It's about me.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You know you can still hear me. I only see the women. This is true. The women only matter to me. Pimpy looking good. Thank you. I won't leave you, Pimpmunk. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate you. Let me read some of this over here. Everybody bitches at me because I read the regular chat instead of the premium chat. Hell, ain't nobody talking over it. Never mind. LOL, I like the abuse. I love abuse. Abuse is amazing. Yeah, I see that. And the premium has no one in it. I see it. Man of the people. I am a man of the people. That's the reason the people need to like tip my ass right now. But it's good to be back. You know, like I said, I was off the grid for just shy of a month. And then if anybody wants to know, I'm going to be giving some, which is coming back tomorrow. I'm going to be giving like a lot of details about what happened, what's going on now, and stuff like that with my dad. He is definitely not out of the woods. Let's just say that. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if he had to go back to the main hospital pretty soon. I don't know. He's some things are better, some things are not, and we're just hoping for the best. So yeah, you're on the clock. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. Yep, Morningwood is gonna be back tomorrow, and I'll have a lot of the updates and a lot of the details and stuff about what's going on. Is your father one of those people who refuses to go to the hospital until they absolutely... Yep! And that's what happened. That's one of the things that happened. Yeah. I appreciate you, J122. Prayers for you, Pappy. Well, I appreciate the prayers. See, that's one thing about me. You know, I know some people get all pissy. People says, I'll pray for you. Man, if you've ever been to the hospital, people are going to say that shit to you a lot. So just say thank you. Don't be an asshole about it. Just say, yeah, you know. You guys are, well, I'm an atheist. What good's that going to do?
Wow.
Just went through the terminal cancer with my mom, so I know how tough going those shit. But thank you, Jocular Jellyfish, and I'm sorry you had to go through that with your mom. It's rough. It's rough. You know, it is rough. But yeah, like I said, make sure you catch the Morning Wood tomorrow. I will have more details and updates. Go through the whole situation, what happened with my dad, and what's going on with my dad. Like I said, he's definitely not out of the woods yet. There's still a lot of things going. This man had a lot of shit go wrong, and I'll explain all that tomorrow. So, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Morning Wood.
Morning erections.
What else do I have here? Oh, this. Okay.
Half of the Democrats vying for the presidency qualified. They're going to make it into the next debate. All right. So you're going to have.
Look how many there still are. God, get rid of them. Get rid of Buttigieg, O'Rourke, Castro, Booker.
Booker gotta go.
Klobuchar, all of them. Get rid of all of them.
20 now, right? And here's your set of 10 here on the stage, and here's how they're going to.
I guess Buttigieg is pulling better than Yang, too.
Look up in there. Andrew Yang, see that good-looking guy? A couple to the right on your screen. From Elizabeth Warren. He will likely continue. That was funny, right? He will likely continue to push his proposal to give every American $1,000 a month in what he calls the freedom dividend. Bernie Sanders, who will be standing just 4 podiums away, says guaranteed federal jobs are the way to do it, not just a handout. We got Andrew Yang here. Thank you very much. But as promised before, on immigration, look, Rick Santorum, the president, Ken Cuccinelli, they're not wrong. There are rules.
I can never hear the name Santorum without thinking about a mixture of shit and cum. Because they made his name mean that at one time.
And what they're saying is we've been too lax on the rules for too long, and somebody needs to restore order. What's your counter?
I think Jennifer had it exactly right, that we don't have the resources on the ground to actually implement the rules on the books, where you have rules saying judges need to adjudicate these cases, but then you get there, you're talking about a 10-month, 15-month waiting period to see a judge. So you end up with chaos, not enough facilities, not enough case managers, not enough social.
Now, their answer is, because you're arguing justice delayed is justice denied. If you can't do it efficiently, don't do it. They say that's crazy. Because these people aren't supposed to be here. They've been given a free pass. What about me? What about my resources for me and my family?
So how do you feel about Yang, Pimpmunk? How do you feel about his plan? Give everyone $1,000 a month.
It sounds good, but it's not going to work.
From the day you turn 18 until you die, you get $1,000 a month, no matter what.
That sounds awesome. It does get a free $1,000 a month. However, I don't think that'll work. I don't think you could do it. It's like the wall. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
You're just finding an excuse to be soft.
Well, the rules are the rules on the books, hard or soft. We just need to actually implement them as they're written. And to me, a lot of the discussion
That's
around
what they're
immigrants,
saying, by the way.
You are racist, sir. You are racist, sir.
Is missing the point. Where we're
think of, welcome to Shitty Walk.
Oh my God. Welcome to Shitty Work. Can I take your order, please?
Order, please. Shitty Walk. Now he's,
scapegoating immigrants for economic problems. If you go to a factory, it's not wall-to-wall immigrants you'll find in Michigan or Ohio or Pennsylvania. It's wall-to-wall machine arms, robots, automation. To me, the immigration discussion is unfortunately scapegoating people for something they have nothing to do with.
But unless you want to live out the matrix, people.
He's right. He's making the point that we scapegoat immigrants from taking our jobs, but it's actually robots that are taking our jobs. And that is true.
It's true. $10.
That's true.
attach animus to other people. And if they want to talk about, who they're afraid of and what they feel displaced by, they're going to look to people. This president knows that. That's why the focus of his demagoguery is this group that I call the brown menace, the way he's articulated them. The problem for you is, let's say you win. You make it out of this field. Now you're going to be standing with a guy who says, this is one of the oldest oppositional statements in politics. I'm about being tough on crime. You are soft. And tough usually wins. You say, well, you can't enforce the laws on the books. I don't think that's enough.
Well, we have to solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected in the first place. And when I go around the country and I talk to people in Ohio or Iowa or Pennsylvania, and I say, look, it's not immigrants, it's automation, thousands of Americans, a light bulb goes off. I've yet to have someone say, but I really...
I don't think he's an aggressive enough of a man to be president.
Oh, yeah. Like, people always say they don't give him enough time to talk at the debates and stuff. But, yeah, I do kind of see he's more timid than he probably should be.
I think it's the immigrants. Because as soon as you say it out loud to someone, they realize, oh, wait, when I go to my supermarket, what do I see? One of those self-serve kiosks. When I go to my Walmart, what's going on? A robot patrolling the aisles. They see it around them, and then immediately they realize, oh, wait, there's something bigger going on here.
But do you think that works? If he's hammering on the fact that he's going to be tough on this, he's building a wall. We know that a majority of the American people think that a wall as part of a system of keeping us safe is good. A boundary system is good. You're just going to say, don't worry about that?
Well, we need to enforce our borders. We need to actually have the resources in place to enforce the rules as they're written. But we also have to think bigger about the forces that are driving Americans to feel like they don't have a path forward. And a lot of it is the fact that
I need my $1,000 a month Coke habit.
Automated away millions of manufacturing jobs, and we're now going to do the same thing.
Everyone can take up a $1,000 a month cocaine habit with the UBI. That'll boost the economy. Everyone will be way more productive.
To millions of retail jobs, call center jobs, truck driving jobs, which will be an utter disaster for hundreds of thousands of Americans.
So I read into your plan about the dividend. And I discovered a few things. One, that was a great thing to call it. Now, your opponents will not call it a dividend. And I understand now, going through your reasoning and obviously your understanding of finance, why a dividend, just for people at home who had to figure out the way I did, a dividend is something that you get on the basis of an investment, okay? So it's not a handout. It's that you're getting this back for something you put in. And the reason you justify giving it to everybody...
Look at that set. That shit's so elaborate. It's quite impressive, actually.
Even someone who's making a lot of money like me, thank God, is, well, then it reduces the stigma of taking it. It makes it universal, and I'll pay more in to what funds that dividend. So I'll wind up getting less, actually, than I probably fund in. So it's okay. It balances out. Now, here's the stick that you get hit in the head with. You are the leftiest of lefties. You are a gift-given, something-for-nothing guy, and I'm killing myself working to take care of my family.
Jesse Lee Peterson said Yang should just go back to China. But he's not from China.
You're going to give everybody $12,000 a year on my back? No,
you can't run for president if you weren't born in the U.S.
Well, again, Americans are wising up to the fact that you have Amazon, this trillion-dollar tech company that's closing 30% of our stores and malls and paying zero in taxes while doing it. So you have to ask, who are the big winners in the 21st century economy? It's Amazon, Google, Facebook, Uber, companies that are excellent at not paying a whole lot.
I agree. Make them pay a lot of taxes and use it to pay down our debt and all those other things, so I pay less taxes. No dividends,
what we do is we get our fair share of every Amazon sale, every Google search, every Facebook ad. A study just came out that said our data is now worth more than oil. And what I'm asking Americans around the country, do you remember getting your data check in the mail?
Never.
Never, right? And,
but why should I get any check in the mail?
Right
people
now.
who say, no, something for nothing. This is America. You earn it. This is not a socialist country where you get given an income.
Well, this is a deeply American idea, and one state has had a dividend for almost 40 years, and that state is Alaska. It was passed by a Republican governor. He made this argument, who would you rather get the oil money? The government, who's just going to mess it up somehow, or you, the Alaskan people? And we're at the same point where what oil is to Alaska, technology is to the entire country.
So what do you say to Bernie saying, because it's not like he's known to not be left. He says, no, it's too much of a handout. You got to have federal jobs. That's how it makes more sense.
Dividends.
Well, to me, Bernie misses a few really important truths. Number one, if you put money into our hands in a dividend, we're going to spend it right.
Yeah, Bush George Bush did do handouts. Everybody got a check for $600 like 12 years ago or 13 years ago or whatever. It was called the stimulus package.
Right there in our economy, it's going to be trickle up in towns and communities. It's going to create hundreds of thousands of jobs at restaurants, garages, tutoring services, daycare, where we live and work.
Why isn't the same true as if you were working from a federal job? You get income, you spend it.
Well, in this case, like if we have the money, we spend it in local businesses, and then that economic growth ends up creating hundreds of thousands of jobs. The second thing is a federal jobs guarantee doesn't touch people like my wife, who's at home with our 2 boys right now, one of whom is autistic, nurturers, caregivers. Saying that you have a federal jobs guarantee does not recognize the work that's actually going on in our homes and communities every day. The third thing is that Bernie somehow imagines that millions of Americans aspire to work for the government, which we do not. If you think about a federal jobs guarantee in practice, who says what the jobs are? What if you don't like that job? What if you're not good at that job? Who manages you? There are all of these really tricky details and implementation that make a federal jobs guarantee much, much better in the abstract than in real life.
That third point is going to be your strongest as a counter to him. His strongest to you is going to be that feel of something for nothing. And
if people have more spending money, they are more likely to spend it, and that does help capitalism.
Yeah.
If they have more extra money to spend, then that's more money to go into the economy.
Subtlety here, and there's nuance, and that's hard to get across in politics, but that's why we invite you on the show to be tested and make your case. Andrew Yang, congratulations on being on the big stage.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
All right, I'll be seeing you there. All right, thank you very much.
I think a UBI could be a good transition to actually eliminating money altogether. I always like the Star Trek utopian future where, like, we have automation and replication to the point where money is no longer needed because resources are limitless.
Limitless, goddammit.
Yeah. Yeah, so money just didn't exist because there's no point. Let's see.
Oh.
So Pimpmunk, you about to? Oh no, you're gonna wait till we hit the goal to finger your butt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't no butt finger tonight. I'm gonna knuckle fuck my butt.
Knuckle fuck your butt. Knuckle fuck your butt.
Yep.
Yeah, Pimp is falling out.
I'm kind of getting sleepy.
Pimp always falls out, man. He can't hang anymore. That's what happens when you get over the hill like Pimpmunk. That's what happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say he sounds like you're going under, Pimp.
See, it used to be that he was on Percocet and shit, and that explained a whole bunch of kratom and Percocet and shit like that. But now he doesn't do that, so now it's just what? Huh? What?
Yeah, I'm not a junkie no more, so I'm good. But no, dude, one reason is that I've like the last month I've averaged like 3 hours of sleep a day.
Oh, that's no good. Ooh.
It's hard to sleep in a fucking hospital.
Oh yeah. It's like sleeping in an airport.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's no good place to sleep.
Yeah, I feel like shit if I don't get at least 12 hours sleep. God, man, I can't imagine it's every 3 hours.
12 hours? Are you serious?
Yeah, I feel like I should get 12 hours, which I never
sleep
do.
12 hours a day?
No, I mean, when I'm during the working part of my week, no, not even close. Like only maybe 8 or 9 if I'm lucky, maybe 7. But,
I sleep like 5 to 6 hours a night. Like no matter what, I wake up super early, like at the ass crack of dawn, every day, and I can't even help it. I'm pretty tired right now.
Yeah, it don't matter if I go to bed at 3 a.m. I'm waking up at 6. This is the way it is.
Yeah.
When my days off start, like this is my first day off. It's Monday afternoon. After this, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna be asleep for like 16 hours.
What the fuck?
Get up early tomorrow morning. It's weird. I go back to diurnal and then I go back to nocturnal again.
What a strange life. And does your work schedule cause that?
I don't know. Like, I don't mind the work schedule. I applied specifically because it was graveyard, because I love graveyard shift. Day shift can suck ass as far as I'm concerned, but no, I'm not sure what it is. I guess I just like being awake during the day.
You're a creature of the night.
Yeah, but I mean, when I'm working, I prefer to work during the night. It's weird. I love it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was young, I used to love the third shift, man.
Someone in the chat was saying he used to work night shift at a challenge gas station. So
I used to suck dick
for coke.
From 11, yeah, at truck stops from 11 to 7. So
Damn. You're polishing rods.
I was the knob gobbler.
Knob gobbler.
Look at me backwards.
Fuck, dude. I noticed recently that Nintendo released a whole bunch of Super Nintendo titles on the Switch. I was playing those, even though I already have most of them here on my mini NES. I've been playing those a lot. Fuck, dude. And now now that I got Dreamcast to work in HD, Dreamcast looks so good in HD, it's insane. It's mind-blowing. That a 20-year-old gaming system can look good when you convert it to HD. Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing that.
How much do those old games cost you a piece?
A lot of my old games are like backup copies, and many of them I've had for years, like decades now.
Years. They're in a Patrice station.
Perfectly legal backups.
Yeah, they're backups. I was playing Gauntlet Legends the other night. So, Pimpmunk, if you need to go, that's fine. We know you can't.
I'm gonna go.
Can't hang with the big boys. We get it.
I can't. I'm a puss now.
This is where the big boys play.
Dude. 3 hours? Fuck that.
Yeah, I love you guys. See you later. Thank you all.
Welcome back.
Despite my abuse of you, I love you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Fucking Pimpmunk.
By the way, I waited until all 3 of these were available, then I bought them.
What are they?
Physical copies. World of Warcraft Chronicles. Warcraft Chronicles. Oh man, they released one a year, and I waited until they were all done before I ordered physical copies of them because, shipping prices are just.
I've been playing Classic recently.
I'm waiting a few weeks before I get into Classic, but I have started retail again. In the meantime, not enjoying it so far. How is Classic working out for you?
There we go. It's okay. I haven't had a lot of time to devote to it.
What class?
I absolutely love old fighting games, especially the Capcom kinds. And I have a bunch of those. Let's see. Where are you? There we go. Bam. All right. People always ask me what server I play in WoW Classic, and the names are too hard to remember.
I was also going to say, do they not value your privacy?
Not really, anyway, but...
I wouldn't mind. You don't tell them your name.
I wouldn't mind getting a game together, though. Like a guild.
I wonder if they're still DDoSing the servers.
Not that I'm aware of.
Because my brother told me they were DDoSing the servers lately, so...
Shit. Who's doing it?
Cunts.
There we go. All right, cool. Are you still there, or did you lose your audio?
Oh, no, I'm
oh, okay.
Get ready, fighters. Go for it, man.
Fuck. Do you have any experience with these kind of games?
No, the most I would say was I used to play... When I was younger, I had an old PS1, and I played Tekken 3 on it a lot. That was one of my favorites. But that was a long time ago.
I have this Sonic game on here that looks cool, but I haven't really taken the time to really play it. A lot of the 3D games on this, you can tell it's the very early days of 3D gaming. You know, this was kind of in the same time frame as N64.
God, it's weird. There was this one fighting game I played when I was younger. I can't remember what it's called, but it was 3D. But
Virtua Fighter?
no, that's the thing. Okay, so
Soul Calibur?
Like, no, it was one of the. It was like this, but 3D, and I wish I could remember what the name of it was. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, how come you're doing DP tomorrow and the day after? It's unusual.
Oh, just we needed to shift some scheduling around to have time off in certain places. So.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, you know, once the weather gets all shitty wintertime, and we're stuck inside all the time, then the schedule will pretty much be the same all the time.
Yeah. So Hannibal and Monty a staple for Tuesday shows then, basically.
I mean, at the beginning of each month, I figure out when they're available. So who knows when they'll be on next time, you know, after this, after their scheduled appearances.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Joe back on again soon.
Yeah, I need to catch up on a few episodes. I saw screenshots of the three of you hugging it out.
Yeah, that wasn't my idea, and it was awkward.
Yeah, I knew you were going to be feeling a bit weird about that.
Yeah.
Was it Joe's idea?
Sorry, Pim. My mistake. I should have checked if you had a wallet before I sent my bats, but no worries, they will still remain to your YouTube channel until you have a verified Brave account.
He's not here, but yes, that's true. But there's no reason, like, I wouldn't send them to anybody unless it shows that they're verified, because, like, who knows if they'll ever even set up a wallet. It's best to send it to people you know have a wallet, like me. Oh, man, I'm getting my ass kicked now.
Yes, I'd like to see this goal filled up, because 12-hour stream would be quite fun to watch.
Fuck. This guy's the most aggressive one so far. Got you. The fuck? Whoa! He beat me. I was about to win and he fucking beat me. What a piece of shit.
God, it pisses me off when that happens.
I'm gonna play something else. Let's see. I'm just gonna name some games. Gauntlet Legends, Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Battle, Tencho, Soul Reaver, Super Puzzle Fighter 2, Virtua Fighter 3, Bust-A-Move 4, The Last Blade 2, Power Stone 2, Echo the Dolphin, Tokyo Extreme Racer.
I only recognize one of those titles.
Someone said Power Stone, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, the Echo for Dreamcast is actually good. You're right. Power Stone is almost like an early type of Smash Brothers game.
I'm looking it up.
Oh shit.
Shame.
All right.
Fight for your freedom.
I also have the Episode 1 Pod Racer game. Oh shit.
Oh, man,
I didn't
I
want
did like
Jack, I
that.
wanted
That
Wang
was
Tang.
fun.
The fuck? Alright. I'll go in this one. Thank you for sending me your bats. I really appreciate it.
A solid beginning.
You can send the bats either through Twitter or just through a YouTube video like this. It'll show that we're verified and everything. The bats really help out a lot because you get them just for using the browser. There's no reason to not support people. Just all you have to do is use a browser. That's all you have to do, and you can give money to creators that you enjoy. It's that easy. It's one of the best things that's come around since the adpocalypse bullshit started. Flamethrower, bitch. Oh no.
Yeah, I've been meaning to transfer all my bookmarks over because that's the only thing stopping me.
Oh no. No! Fuck. No! Got it. This character sucks. Wang Tang is way better. Got you, bitch. I think this game looks so good for what it is, like how old it is.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to play it, but I'm totally buying the Final Fantasy VIII remaster when it comes out.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's cool that they're releasing the Legend of Zelda for Game Boy updated version for Switch. It's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Link's Awakening, I think it is.
What's going on here? You'd better watch out for traps. Let the battle begin. Go! Powerful!
He froze me, that piece of shit. Fuck. Oh no.
The chase is on.
No. Oh no. Need one more. Got it. Ah. Die already. Jesus. This guy's so hard to kill. There we go. I think I'm probably going to wrap up tonight's episode. I think things went really well. Now, if you're a patron, I will have everybody added on to the end card by next episode. I just was waiting for all of the pledges to process because a whole bunch of them get declined. If you're thinking about becoming a patron of this channel supports me better than being a patron anywhere else. So, something to keep in mind. I'm trying to get my Patreon back up again, though. Oh, man, I'll play this boss, I guess. I don't remember how to beat it, but... No! Piece of shit.
You attack its weak point for massive damage.
When it jumps, oh no! I'm not good at this part. I should be jumping when that... I'm gonna die, like... I don't know how to play this part. Oh, it just grew its legs back. Yeah. I died. Oh, okay. What else do I got? I'm kind of just doing a crash course on these, and I think I should probably end the stream sooner or later, though. Jesus.
Yeah.
Game over.
I'll play a race on this game because I think... Oh, I need to find my fucking boot CD to play this. Here it is. Okay. Capcom is probably my favorite game company. I do like Nintendo too, though.
Yeah, I was never a Nintendo fan growing up.
All right. Well, what did you like?
Without warning, a dark cloud.
I enjoy seeing you play retro games. Makes me feel young again, Ben you mestizo. Keep doing it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll keep playing as long as you know, we can get closer to that goal. I'll keep going. Oh, I forgot the boot. Okay. Hopefully this will work.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a console gamer growing up. I was more into PC gaming, so I played games like Command and Conquer, Warcraft 2, that sort of thing. Those are my...
I had a PC too, like I did both.
I mean, I only played the PS1 because I was gifted it along with a whole bunch of games right when the PS2 came out. But it was nice. I had fun.
I had PCs and I did both, for sure. Oh my god, I forgot. The AV cable I'm using is pissing off some of these games. That's fine though. I don't care. I'm gonna burn new versions of them soon.
B. Vargas said his dad got the PC, not him. Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, as a child, I couldn't afford my own PC, but I did play a lot of games on my dad's computer. And on my uncle's computer. And my other uncle's computer. Tiberian Sun is my favorite Command & Conquer game. Best soundtrack of any game ever. Couch Commando has good taste. Red Alert was alright, but I liked it, but I preferred Tiberium. Oh god, Tiberium Twilight. What a waste.
Man, I need to get some better Dreamcast games. I need to look around and find some good shit. I'm going to look up like the top rated Dreamcast games and try to... I need to get a new Crazy Taxi for one thing.
So what have I So sometimes at work I listen to different game soundtracks. I've got Tiberian Sun, Dawn of War 2, Deus Ex, Ambient Mix, so that was Mankind Divided and Human Revolution. Endless Space 2, Quake 1 through 3, Homeworld 2, Mirror's Edge, World of Warcraft, obviously, because that's got some good ambient music. Unreal and Unreal Tournament 2004.
I have the original Unreal Tournament for Dreamcast. The controls are so fucking weird.
I'm so glad Good Old Games, or GOG.com as it's known now, is a thing, because I got to buy all the classics that I used to play as a child.
You know what?
Shogo Mobile, Armor Division, and all that. Duke Nukem 3D. Oh, God.
I was trying to get some of the older games from the mid 90s that I used to play from Good Old Games, and they wouldn't work on this computer.
God, that's a shame, because one of the good things about GOG was that they had it so that it would work on my Windows 7 PC before I got this one.
What the fuck? What is going on with this required?
Oh, memory card. I haven't heard that phrase in a while.
Yeah. The Green Army Men games? Yeah, I've played those.
Oh, Green Army Men 1 and 2 I enjoyed.
Virtua Fighter.
They were annoying. You know what? Unreal Tournament had the assault mode. That was fun. And then I'm glad they brought it back for Unreal Tournament 2004. I think they did. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Have you ever seen this game before? Virtua Fighter?
Oh. It looks familiar. I may have watched someone play it when I was younger.
Yeah, it's pretty old. It's taking forever to load, too. The load times are just ridiculous.
Fight one. Ready, go!
Fuck, I don't remember how to play.
Luna doesn't like Mirror's Edge. Ooh, bad taste. Nah, I'm kidding. No, I like Quake and Mirror's Edge, so Luna has both good and bad taste.
Fight two. Ready, go!
You can change to first person view, overhead view.
Oh, that's a nice feature. And actually, yeah, this game does look very familiar.
I don't know how to block. I have to learn. Okay, that's more camera bullshit.
When I played Tekken 3, you know how I won the campaign?
How?
So I can't even remember it. I don't know how to pronounce his name. His name starts with H. I used to pronounce it Huarang or something ridiculous, but I used to just stand there, and then when the enemy would run right up to me, I'd kick him. And then he'd fall back, and then he'd run up to me again, and then I'd kick him. And basically I'd cheese the fights.
Damn it, how do I block?
How ring.
Do I hold back to block?
Fight four. Ready, go!
Damn it. Yes! Suplex. Looks like Gabriel. It's like oh god, what's his name? Fuck. I'm really high. I'm drawing a blank.
Fight one. Ready, go!
These people are so boxy in this game. Why? No, why is kick? Oh, damn, kicked her over the fence.
Oh god, these visuals are giving me flashbacks to that terrible Chinese campaign in Age of Mythology. Ugh.
Shun. Damn.
I heard that despite being portrayed valiantly in Command & Conquer Generals, China did not like their portrayal in Command & Conquer Generals. Never mind the fact that they were the good guys.
Weird.
Fight three. Ready, go!
First person.
Because China isn't the good guys. Yeah, but you would think that they'd like being portrayed as the unambiguous good guys. Cities are impenetrable. Yeah, of course they'd have that level of hubris.
They would. They deny reality almost like the North Koreans do.
Fight one. Ready,
Occasionally I watch a YouTube channel called Mama Hoo Hoo, comedy channel based in China somewhere. And
I didn't know they could use YouTube in China.
oh yeah.
No, I thought it was banned in China.
Apparently not. I didn't even know it was banned in China.
Yeah, the Great Firewall of China. Yeah. Oh, with a VPN, yeah.
Yeah. Well, mind you, they make no secret of the fact that they're in China, so I'm surprised they haven't gotten done for it. But some people were like, "Why don't you do?" Because they used to do like the occasional news video where they sit around a table and talk about the news, what's happening in China, and people would be like, "Well, why aren't you talking about like things that like American politics, stuff that the commenters know more about?" And the video people would never ever address it. But I'm guessing it's because they can't talk about those things.
Akira.
Fight three. Ready, go!
Shit. Suplex. Oh. No. You lose, bitch.
I'll praise you for your strength.
God, all that facial recognition camera shit makes me want to stay out of China. Never set foot in that place.
Fight four. Ready, go!
Get him again. Ugh. Got you. Oh. All right. I'm done with this shit. I don't even care that I haven't lost yet. I'm done.
All right.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night.
Good night, guys.